I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man's Uncle Freezy. What's good? What's good? I love y'all, man. You got something for me, boss? Hold on, y'all. Yo, what's good, party people? Clearly, man, I'm so disappointed right now, bro, and gals. I'm so disappointed right now, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm trying to muster up the energy to have this conversation with y'all this morning, man. And it's not because, listen, it's not because I'm tired, right? Or fatigued. I'm frustrated, man. But let me go through, y'all, I need some help this morning, man. I need some help this morning. Let me go through my opening. Let me get through the opening, man. I love our opening, man. I love it. Blue tears, orange tears, orange tears. Let's go. Let's go. Got a little thingy. Yeah, whatever. What's good? Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. And in case you didn't know, throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah. Let's go. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh yeah. I don't see no oh yeahs in the chat. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Pudge Nice. There you go. Way to set it off, baby boy. Set it off, Pudge Nice. Oh yeah. Let's get this party started, man. Let's get this party started, right? But before I do that, let me quote the great American poet, Grand Puba, who says, now a lot of people think this is easy as it looks. Books and books of rhyme, concepts, and hooks. Session to session to get thoughts manifested. Stressing and stressing to hit the world with a blessing. That's what we doing this morning, y'all. We're going to throw the hands in the air. Mr. DJ, yo, it's funny. It's funny, Mr. DJ, when you was a. So, Mr. DJ, I don't know if you old enough to remember this, right? But when I was in my zone just now, when I was in my zone, I was feeling it, right, just now. I was listening to world famous Supreme Team, Hey DJ. Hey DJ, you play that song, Keep You Dancing, whatever. So it's good to see Mr. DJ in the building. I think that's karma, that's connection right there. People don't know nothing about that. That's positive vibrations, right? That's for the deep thinkers out there. Positive vibrations. You manifest and throw out positive vibrations to have a positive impact on the universe. That's for deep thinkers right there. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't no deep thinker, just think it's just something cool that you heard. Right? Hey, Mr. DJ, show up. Mr. DJ in the building. And I was listening to Hey DJ by world famous Supreme Team. That's what I was bopping to. For all the old heads out there. For those of y'all that you know what I'm saying, whatever. Right? Hewlett Samuels in the building. What's good? What's good? Karen Fung is in the building. Karen Fung, what's good? Okay, I see D is balling. What's good? Mike Boy is in the building. What's good? Kaiser Sauce is in the building. What's good? Danny Landis is in the building. Josh, aka Uncle Fulio, is in the building. That's my half brother, right? Uncle Fulio, that's my brother. That's my brother right there, yo. That's my brother right there. Joseph Gonzalez is in the building, man. I see you. Listen, join the channel. You have no other choice. Join the channel. Help us grow, right? Help us grow. Because it's not just a us thing. This is or a me thing. This is a us thing. Okay? We trying to make this channel be the dopest we can be for everybody. Right? It's Knicks fans out there that don't even know we exist. And y'all can help them find us and make their day. Right? Allah Wise is in the building. What's good? What's good with you? Bodega Wi-Fi! What's good? Bodega, hip hop. Talking about he was listening to Lucchini. Hip hop. Hey, I know you. I'm feeling you. Let me quote another great American poet, and then we'll move on to. I like the shout outs, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like the shout outs. I like seeing the names in the chat, man. I like seeing my people show up. Right? It's love. It's love. It ain't none of that. It ain't none of that fake ass. I'ma just talk Knicks and then I'll point somebody out in the chat to let them know that I see a chat. Nah, this is love right here. This is love right here. This is, listen. I don't know how much y'all look forward to seeing me in the morning, but I desperately look forward to seeing y'all in the morning. And if that don't mean nothing to you from a total stranger, Just hang around. It will eventually. You'll get what I'm getting at. Robert Parr is in the building. All Future Media. Let's go. Danny 7 is in the building. The master MC himself. Jay Boogie is in the chat. What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? I see Joseph Gonzalez, man. Yo, Tom Wu. I'm sorry. Garden Knicks podcast is in the building. What's good? What's good? All right. Let me say I quote two great American poets often for a reason, right? I quote Grand Puba, right? Because I want to let people know that doing a YouTube channel is not easy, right? It's not easy. It's not easy coming up with content. It's not easy being available all the time, sometimes for 4 or 5 hours, right? It's not easy. That's why I quote Grand Puba when I say, now a lot of people think this is as easy as it looks. Books and books of rhyme concepts and hooks. Session to session to get thoughts manifested, stressing to hit the world with a blessing. Because it's not easy running a YouTube channel, and I appreciate the fact that y'all show up every day and rock with us. Y'all lean with it and rock with it. Y'all lean with it and rock with it. I don't know where I heard that from before, but it sounds cool. Lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. And for those that don't know, I don't know what it is about ladies, but when they see like a big dude dance, like when they see dudes like 6'5", 325, 330, get on the dance floor, they just attract like planets around the sun, bro. But anyway, D'Angelo, what's good? What's good? In case y'all can't tell, the pipes, whatever. But let me quote a great American poet, because this is how I'm feeling about the Knicks after losing all these games and a trade deadline that may retrieve us absolutely nothing. Okay? I'm going to quote the great American poet, may he rest in peace, Prodigy. And Prodigy said, there's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because there's no such thing as halfway crooks. Give it up for Prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. May he rest in paradise. Right? May he rest in paradise. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get down to what we came here for. Let's start talking some Knicks basketball. Y'all ready to talk some Knicks basketball? Let's go. He come in here late, and he in here talking about hip-hop. Listen, I don't like Donovan Mitchell. Okay? And I don't think there's anything that you can tell me after that mess he was doing to us last night to make y'all change my mind. Okay? You showboating for your crowd. You shaking your shoulders and all this stuff. You want to do windmill dunks on a fast break off a Knicks turnover. No, I don't like that, Donovan. Be classy, bro. You're already winning. Bro, you up by 7. And you get a dunk, y'all go up by like 9. What's the point? Right? Imagine in Bizarro universe, in this weird multiverse of madness or whatever. I heard that somewhere before. That the Knicks were up by 10, and RJ Barrett gets a steal, right? And he goes in on the other end and does a windmill dunk. How Utah Jazz fans would feel. Don't show me up, man. You're already winning. You're already winning. Okay? Y'all got the benefit of the whistle. The referee love y'all. The referees love y'all. They love y'all, bro, in Utah. With y'all whack uniforms. And y'all awkward moms out there trying to do dances to songs they only heard once in their life. Go ahead and have a good time at the expense of the Knicks. Okay? Y'all crowd was quiet when we went on that 17-0 run. Y'all crowd was so quiet, I could hear a rat piss on cotton. Okay? Y'all was so quiet, y'all was nervous, like y'all was in church. Right? Like it was Judgment Day. Y'all ain't no real. Don't be trying to quote Prodigy, bro, Utah Jazz fans. Because the Knicks had y'all shook at home twice. We had y'all shook at home twice. Our center who is as raw. Look, man. Mitchell Robinson is medium rare. Okay? Mitchell Robinson is medium rare. Not even medium rare. Maybe. He might be. He ain't even that yet. And he came in y'all house early and showed how y'all lack of athletes can get y'all murdered. Okay? All right? He might not even be our best athlete. And he dominated y'all early. And it was so quiet in Utah. Man, listen. Miss Mocha, what's them things that used to, tumbleweed. It was so quiet, you can hear tumbleweeds crossing the street. Okay? And at the end of the game, y'all moms is out there doing awkward dances to songs they might have only heard once or twice in their life. Donovan Mitchell out here doing windmill dunks and shimmying his shoulder. Hey, a day of reckoning is going to come. The chickens are going to come home to roost, and one day the collector is going to have a Knicks logo on. That's my tip-off. I'm throwing a link in the chat. I don't want to talk about nothing. I'm just listening. I ain't got no opinion on nothing. Staffordon! Staffordon says, it's the Knicks one drive, and Uncle Free, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Join the channel, man. Join us. All right, y'all know how this go when my people come popping in. Listen, don't be talking about how Uncle Freezy be on the air for 8 hours. Yo, when my homies call, y'all know what it is. Yo, I say loyalty, and I mean that. When my homies jump on, I'm letting, you know what I'm saying, they coming through, they bringing fire, and listen, I'm gonna get out the way and let them rock. Okay? Somebody gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, listen, I ain't even gonna get into that. But I will get into this. I love y'all, man. Y'all want to jump on? Come rock. We'll rotate in and out, man. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever. Where's my guy Danny Landis thing at?
Yo.
Party
Good,
people.
yo.
What's up? Good morning.
What's
Good, yo.
good? So let me go around the table. G Money.
What's going on, man?
What's good with you? D is balling. What's good, my man?
What's good?
What's good, big dog?
How you? I'm all good. How you, bro?
This.
Uncle Freezy.
What's good, D'Angelo?
What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Good morning.
Hey, Chuck Allen, what's good with you? Can you hear us?
Hear you guys great.
Good.
Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Glangelo.
What's up, brother?
Let's get into it. All the pleasantries and the things have been put out there. Let's talk about it. I'm sorry, Unc. I didn't mean to jump in it like that.
So what y'all thought of the game last night?
It was whack.
We know Freezy hates Utah Jazz fans.
Me, predictability. It was predictability. Even when the Jazz were down 12, I felt they're going to come back and win. I just felt in my heart.
I thought the game was whack because I felt like if you don't put this team away early in the fourth quarter, you're going to have a problem because they have something that we don't have, and that's a guy that can get you a bucket. He is going to get you a bucket. And that was so clear and evident at the end of the game. Yo, we don't have a guy to say, here's the ball and let's get a bucket. There's some more keys to the game that I would talk about, but just for right now, we don't have a guy that can just get a bucket in a tight game like that. Nobody. I don't care what name you type in the chat. They're not that guy to get us a bucket because they didn't get us a bucket.
Super Randle.
Chuck, so you sound like you beefing with the chat, bro.
Nah, I'm not beefing with the chat at the moment, but I'm saying, I'm saying when it comes down to brass tacks, last night we did not have a guy that could get us a bucket in the crucial moments. There was not a guy to say, "Give me the ball, get out of the way. I'm going to get this done." And I felt like if we played that game with Utah and kept it close, which they kept it close, they were going to pull away because they have a guy in Donovan Mitchell that can get you a bucket.
Right.
That's it. I'll let somebody else talk.
One thing that pointed out to me was that we actually had a good 3 quarters of basketball for the most part. Fourth quarter, once again, it got stagnant. The offense got stagnant. When Randle came back in that game, he had 2 bad shots. He had 2 crucial turnovers. Just the offense, the ball wasn't moving. There was a lot of standing around, and that's a tendency that we tend to do in the fourth quarter in close games. I don't understand why there isn't any variation, why there isn't different action being run to explore different options of our sets. It's the same old game. It's the same old story.
Same story tonight too, probably. So
on tired legs, also, and in the altitude.
No, we get Kemba back tonight. He'll be well rested.
Oh, awesome!
Wow, and he'll get to strip at Austin Rivers. Wow.
Please. I can't, man. I tell you, this is awful. I don't know what they're gonna. I mean, if we don't make any moves by this trade deadline, so then what do we do? Like, this is just going to be the rest of the way. Us just losing games like this. I mean, they got to make some sort of move. They got to do something. Something. I mean, come on now.
So let me address the super chat real quick just before y'all jump back in. So Parrish Duggar, thank you for your generous contribution as always, bro. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you being a member of the show. Bro, you vital to the success of the channel. And I don't know if I told you that before, but take it in right now. Parrish Duggar says, look, we have a coach who zaps the confidence out of our players. Quickley, Obi, Grimes, Fournier, Mitch, McBride, Cam all underperform. They're scared to play their game. Tibbs is killing us.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than just Tibbs at this point.
It's the whole team. It's the whole team. It's the whole team. I mean, even when the Jazz were down by 12, I had a weird feeling they were going to come back. Because, again, I said if the game stays close, like you said, Chuck, the Jazz have more closers. And don't forget, Royce O'Neal hit 2 big-time threes for them in the fourth quarter to help the Jazz pull away. I saw it coming. Because Utah was not going to stay cold forever, you know?
Exactly. When you're trapping at the top, Evan Fournier should not be in the game because he's too slow.
Yes.
And he doesn't commit fully to the trap.
It's like a snail.
Yes.
I don't
He used them like that in Memphis too. I don't get it.
That's the coach. That's Tibbs.
Yes. That is a Tibbs issue. That's Tibbs not looking down his bench and finding the athletic, linky guy that is going to close out on that and make something happen. Evan Fournier, and that Randle 2-man game, knock it off.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
That was awful
Doesn't work.
at the end of that game.
Doesn't.
He coughing up the ball. Man.
Turnovers. Oh, yeah, Fournier had a turnover that led Bogdanovich get the easy fast break that pretty much ended the game, go up by 5.
Yeah, I know that's 2 games in a row. Fournier with a stupid looking turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Please.
Get at the LeBron dunk at the end, yeah.
And the offense looks like that. That set they've run that almost the whole fourth quarter all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I just don't understand it. And also too, when you shoot 38% from the field, 24% from 3, with only 18 assists, 16 turnovers, 68% from the free throw line, you are not winning games on the road.
I agree.
And we got fortunate last night because the Jazz are 3rd or 4th in the league in 3-point percentage, and they missed a lot of open looks yesterday.
Tell me about it.
Which kept us in the game a bit. And plus we did a good job on the boards. We did out rebound them by 7. So
Gobert wasn't playing, right?
No Gobert.
Gobert didn't play. No Gobert. No
Had a
Ingles.
monster game. That's why.
And Mitchell took full advantage of it.
Yeah,
as he should.
They have 3 really good centers, bro. That dude, Duke Azubuike.
Yeah,
He played all right. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7 points, 14 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, 3 blocks. Yeah,
brought energy. Yeah.
Yeah, two of them blocks was like handcrafted, homemade. The ABC 1, 2, 3 blocks on RJ Barrett, where RJ Barrett basically put the ball on his hand.
Yeah.
Remember the RJ Barrett driving to the basket with no other shot?
Yeah.
Put the ball right there for him to block it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, RJ need to get. What about So all right. So I have a laughable moment, right? At the end of the game, Julius Randle misses a bunny. Right, that's not funny.
Oh yeah.
Point.
That's not funny. But the ball gets tipped back to Mitchell Robinson for the offensive rebound, and he whips out a euro to the rim and get fouled, and go to the line and miss more free throws. Did y'all see that?
Yeah. It was crazy, man.
I gotta see that.
Mitch with a euro. Watch the first long step that he take, and then he try to change directions with it, and go to the rim and get hacked up.
How do he look? Nice.
He looked like a baby deer being born during winter.
That's a good analogy.
Trying to get his legs together on ice.
Yeah,
that's what he looked like.
Yeah, no dedication to his footwork, Freezy, and that's why he looks like that.
It made me laugh in the moment because I was like, "Did he just euro?" It made me laugh in the moment, but it's sad. But what can you do? I mean, at this point, man. Bro, you got to laugh at some stuff. So I came in today. I wanted to be a conscientious observer, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Anybody in the chat know what a conscientious observer is?
No.
So the chat. So it's a Vietnam era phrase, meaning that you want to be neutral. You don't want to be on one side of the other, as you know what I'm saying, as an American citizen. You just want to be neutral. You don't want to go to war. You don't want to talk nothing about the wall. You just want to be. That's what I wanted to be for this conversation. But a couple of things crossed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw these things out there just to get y'all feelings on it.
Okay.
And I'd love to get and it's a couple things, right? Let me start at point number 4. At point number 4, man, Tibbs is trying to run new offense, man. I saw them run exit screens and go screens up top in the pick and roll. That's not something that Tibbs had been doing during the beginning of the season. And people may not understand what the terms are and all that stuff, and I don't really even care to talk about it. It's as simple as Alec Burks is not a point guard because people were wide open during the game, and Alec Burks missed them. And Emmanuel Quickley, I don't care how much y'all say y'all love Quickley, and Quickley is the point guard of the future and all that stuff. Yeah. Quickley missed a lot of wide open people. And his scoring, his scoring ability is in the toilet right now.
Tell me
right?
about
it.
Add RJ and Randle to that as well. Right. Everybody missed a lot of people yesterday.
Okay. Okay. All right. And so I want to mention that, right? And I also want to mention this: if the Knicks lose to the Denver Nuggets tonight,
yeah,
I don't want to trade for help, right?
Yeah.
I want to get rid of the vets. If the Knicks lose tonight, I don't want CJ McCollum.
Okay? That's right. Good.
I agree. If the Knicks, y'all gotta let me finish. I'm trying to get these points out the way so y'all can go ahead and do y'all thing.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I just agreed.
So if the Knicks lose tonight, right? I don't care nothing about Thursday unless we are trading for a terrible contract with an asset attached to it, like a nice young player or a draft pick. Right? All right. Point number 2, and y'all not going to disagree on this, y'all not going to agree on this, but I'm here to tell you that it may be accurate. I think Julius Randle is out of his funk. I think Julius Randle is back. My only thing is too little, too late. Where was this in December? Right? Where was Julius Randle hitting all these difficult shots with hands in his face in December? Right? And here's my last point. Here's my last point, and then I'm gonna get out of the way. Yo, John Talento is in the chat. John Talento, what's good? What's good, John Talento? Here's the thing. The Knicks seem to be having fun with each other, and it's not something that could be said during that streak from the end of December through the end of January, where you can look at the game and legit see Knicks having fun. Now, we lost to a very good Utah team in their house, and while we shouldn't be saying the Knicks are having fun, I saw Evan Fournier hit a 3 late, and Kemba Walker with the dopest necklace you ever saw in your life jumped up off the bench on those 2 bone-on-bone knees and was screaming, yeah, Ev, which is a sign that these cats hadn't given up on each other. Right? All right, so I'm going to move out of the way. Y'all, those are my observations. Y'all can have it from.
Well, let's go over each one.
Of my observations?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because why not? Why wouldn't we?
Because they
just let you said it and it just disappears into the ether and that's it. It's over.
Subjects
just evaporated.
Right. So let's talk about.
I merely just said them because I just wanted to get some stuff off my chest, not to make us debate each other.
This is not a debate. It's a discussion.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So your first one about Tibbs installing new offenses, right?
Right.
And we can split this around the table. Freezy has to. He has no choice because we're 29th in the league in pace. We're 20th in most offensive statistical categories. He has to try these new things. But you see, like, it doesn't come to fruition. And this is what I was trying to always tell y'all. Like, he doesn't go through the details of the offense because, as you see in the fourth quarter, he reverts back to that same old action between Burks and Randle, or Kemba or Randle, whoever's in there, and they just run ISO. And they've run no action throughout a whole fourth quarter. That's when you're supposed to run your action.
Right. I honestly, bro, I think part of that has to do with, though, having combo guards run the point guard position. Right? Combo guards legit have the two that we have.
Mm-hmm.
They have a scorer's mentality when they wake up in the morning. They want to score. Period.
Yeah,
They want to. Alec Burks is a scorer. Emmanuel Quickley is a scorer. So when you have Cam Reddish run the exit screen, when Mitchell Robinson sets a screen for Cam Reddish to curl in the corner, what it looks like to the casual fan is, hey, Cam Reddish is in the corner, open. But what that is it's a design play on timing. And if your combo guard doesn't have the timing right on the play at the top of the key, then this dude in the corner is just wasted all of a sudden. Now it's 4-on-5, and the defense is looking at, because the guy that set the screen at the top of the key, maybe Julius Randle, is not a 3-point shooter. And so the Utah Jazz ran the same play down the stretch with a dude, Bojan Bogdanovic. They ran the same play up top where Royce O'Neal came up top to set the screen. Udoka set the exit screen for Bogdanovic. Instead of Bogdanovic going to the deep corner, he just went to the short corner and knocked down 2 threes. And that sealed the deal against us. The Knicks ran that same exact play, right? And they ran the play where Mike Conley came and set the ghost screen where Donovan Mitchell isoed up top, and Donovan Mitchell was the ball handler, and you saw Mike Conley come from the wing and set a ghost screen, thinking and letting RJ think that he was going to get screened by Conley, but Conley ran by him, right? And went to the wing for a 3, and what that did was pull the man up out of the corner for a corner 3 by Royce O'Neal. The Knicks run the same play. If you got listen, if you listen, when you go back and watch this game, or you watch the games going forward, watch all the screening actions the Knicks do, and watch how the offense is always, the ball handler is always a beat slow, recognizing what the defense is giving us.
And plus, we don't get any dribble penetration.
Right, and so here's the thing. I watched the game again. It's one of the reasons why I'm late. I was late this morning. I watched the game again this morning, right? Alec Burks, when he gets dribble penetration, guess what Alec Burks' options are?
The basket.
The basket, and maybe draw a foul.
That's it.
Very much.
Right?
He's a ball hog sometimes, yes.
Right. They think about how many times
Yeah,
you see
one
Alec
assist.
Burks. Right. Think about how many times you saw Alec Burks turn the corner.
1 assist?
And Mitchell Robinson was in the. Mitchell Robinson could have had 30 points last night, bro.
Yep.
Very much.
He could have had 30 points. If Burks and Quickley saw him emerge out of the dunker spot against a backup center, and they didn't even look his way.
Also, keep in mind too, Freezy, when Bogdanovic, right, or Royce O'Neal are coming from that high screen real quick, you notice that they'll have Mike Conley or Donovan Mitchell there attacking either Evan Fournier or Alec Burke.
Right.
You see, where opposed to when we run it, it's Julius Randle trying to attack a smaller wing.
Right.
That could keep up with him, and we know that Randle's not going to put his butt in the paint.
That killed us in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Which is what we ran pretty much the whole quarter. So
Right.
my thing, here's my thing, and I get it, Freezy, and you're completely right about this point, that we just don't have the pieces in order for some of the things that we do to come to fruition, right?
Right.
And I completely agree with that. But at the same time, if you do know that, you got to get inventive, you got to get a little creative, because you know that it's not working. And we, as viewers, we've seen throughout the whole year, it doesn't work in the fourth quarter. So why continue beating a dead horse? when you could go ahead and run some action, you could surprise guys on some nights with some backdoor cuts, right? Or some VO edges that lead to a quick slit screen from Mitch or something like that. Like there's different variations you can run. And I'm just saying that when you see, like, if Golden State was playing Utah, right? For example, Utah would have not been running that action late. They would have been running a lot more fluid action because they know that Golden State is such a good defensive team.
Right.
You see, with us, they didn't feel like they had to do that. Where we feel like we need to do that in order to win a game. And it's just you got to consider those things when you talk about how the offense is getting stalled, especially in the fourth quarter.
I'm saying at least Tibbs is trying, right?
There's no choice.
Yeah, and so my frustration is Alec Burks and Evan Fournier are supposed to dribble, pass, and shoot, right? Evan Fournier can dribble, pass, and shoot in his area. He's limited. Evan Fournier is not a full half court, and I know full half court, but I just think of Evan Fournier can dribble, pass, and shoot in his area on the floor where he's at accurately. But if you ask Evan Fournier to back out, ISO a defender, go one-on-one, and make a play for somebody else,
Can't do that.
He can't.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm starting to think Alec Burks is that way also. I'm starting to think these dudes are just 6'6" wing scorers that can make basic passes.
Yeah, and not even basic reads all the time, right?
Right.
So I'm saying that now, in light of that, right, and us knowing that, right, and the same thing with Emmanuel Quickley, right? The same thing with Evan too. Like wherever gets the ball, he's just looking to shoot. He's not really impacting. Like once I put my hand up, Evan's done for the play.
Right.
So why not? Listen, I understand RJ Barrett was 8 of 25 yesterday. I know he was 1 of 7 from 3. Okay, and I know that he only had 23 points off 25 shots.
Right.
But it just looks better when it's in his hand. It just looks like we're going somewhere.
The only shot that looked bad was that late 3 that hit side back rim. That was the only shot that looked bad.
Yeah, we were down by 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only shot that looked bad. It's not like he took bad shots. He got his shot blocked. But
you understand the Jazz did their homework. They took away his left the whole night.
Right.
And he looked baffled. And this is why I was trying to explain to guys the development. You know what I'm saying? Where, you have to get your guys ready for this. We know that RJ Barrett one-on-one can't be stopped left. We know that. But we know with 2 guys he can be. So he has to be able to adapt to the situation. He has to get to his right hand. He has to learn how to read the floor. He has to get into some counter moves. You see? But my point is that even with a bad game like that, it just looks so better with the ball in his hands than it does at Alec Burke, than it does at Emmanuel Quickley. Right? Cam Reddish had 15 minutes last night.
Yeah.
Let's go for a round of applause. He got 15 minutes last night out of necessity. Because if Quentin Grimes was there, we would have never seen Cam that game.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Right? And I'll be honest with you. And I know this is going to go against what I've been saying for the last week. But I think we could have used the Quentin Grimes last night. But he was out.
Oh, damn right. Oh, you're damn right.
Yeah, he was out due to injury. So
yeah. So just back to Cam real quick, and then everybody could go. Like, but even with Cam, he had some bonehead shots. He shot that fadeaway from like 20 feet out in the baseline. Right. But he still made some encouraging plays. He rotated correctly on certain closeouts. He made a nice pass to Mitch when they ran a little P&R with each other. Or there was an all screen for Mitch, I'm sorry, on the left side. But my point being is that it just looks better. And just ride with it. You see, but the problem is that there's 2 different agendas going on, Freezy. Right. You see? It's let's develop these guys because later on it'll look better, as opposed to we need to get these W's. And I'll do anything necessary to get the W's, which means sacrificing that concept of going 1 step back and going 2 steps forward.
Right.
We don't want to go 1 step back because if we do that, Tom might not have a job.
Yeah.
And he's hanging on by the skin of his teeth to try to keep this job as long as possible. You can tell by the decisions he makes.
Would you trade Evan Fournier right now?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Right away.
It depends when I'm getting back, Freezy. But if I'm not getting anything substantial back, I have no problem with him as my sixth man because I know he can't play defense anyway, right? He's my sixth man with a green light, and I think he'll prosper under that role.
How many minutes did he play last night, D?
Evan Fournier played 31 minutes yesterday. He shot 5 of 12 for the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 50%. I mean, you know, 2 of 2 for the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds. He had 2 steals. He had 2 turnovers, 5 personal fouls, right? So he's active, but he just can't play a lick of defense, man.
Much.
The hot dog man with a ball handle could get past Evan Fournier.
Those 2 turnovers that he made, that was bad.
Killer turnovers.
Agreed.
Especially that conquered with the Bogdanovich dunk.
Alex Burke last night, 31 minutes, 2 of 10 from the field, all full from 3, 1 of 1 for the free throw line, 6 rebounds. At least he helped there. 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 5 points.
How did you start point guard lead the game with 1 assist?
Emmanuel Quickley, 2 and 9, 23 minutes, right? Oh, my bad. He almost played 24. I'm sorry. 2 and 9 for the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 5 points. Nerlens Noel, 12 minutes and nothing. I'm not even going to go through the stats.
Nebulous.
So
it's 2 free throws, by the way.
But yeah, he's nebulous. I watched the Utah Jazz commentary of the game, right? And the thing, man, the superlatives they were using about the New York Knicks young players, bro.
What were they using?
What they say?
Things like super, energy,
dynamic.
And so the superlatives they were using about RJ and Mitch, and man, you would think you were on another planet. It was some random guy in Thurl Bailey. Right, Thurl Bailey used to play for the Jazz.
For the Jazz, right?
And so you would think they were. Man, listen, if you're a Knicks fan and you're frustrated with all the negativity, listen. Sometimes just watch the other team's broadcast of your team.
Yeah.
And listen to how they accidentally compliment your team, right? And so it puts you in this mindset where it's like, because I don't know if y'all remember, but Mitchell Robinson at the beginning of the game was getting missed shots and putbacks, right? Like missed shot, rebound, bang! Missed shot, rebound, bang! All over. You're like, oh my God, Mitchell Robinson. The dude said, Mitchell Robinson is better than advertised.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait a minute. Yes. And so wait a minute. Y'all were advertising him? Y'all were already talking him up? Y'all were already giving him kudos before the game then. And then he came in and started playing, and y'all are saying that he is better than what y'all anticipated he was.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy when you hear now you know what happens with Mitch, right? Every time he have a good game, he has a terrible game, right? And tonight he plays against Jokic.
And he has not had success against him.
Right. So Knicks fans, beat even kill, right? This dude is the league MVP. Mitch played a bunch of minutes last night, and he'll be playing against the Nuggets, and they'll be fresh. So don't throw Mitchell Robinson in the East River just because Jokic holds him to 6 points and 7 rebounds. Okay? But
that's expected.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay, D'Angelo.
No. God, Chris.
But I do want to see fight from Mitch though. Even if those are his stats, we do want to at least him coming to the challenge of Jokic, maybe give him a hard time for a quarter or two. Like that would be encouraging to watch because it shows me that he's not just going to lay down, and it shows me that he can build some type of consistency as well.
Right.
Good point.
Hey, G Money, and guess what else?
What?
Mitch has been healthy for a long stretch of games.
Yeah, much healthier this season.
Yes.
Don't jinx it.
I mean, besides last year, Freezy was the only time that he was really injury ridden.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And we need Mitch, and Mitch needs us. It's a crime. It's a crime that we don't have a point guard. Like last night, man. Listen, last night Mitchell Robinson could have had 30 and 25 against the
Probably.
Yeah.
right. Just Alec Burks turned the corner and bowled his way into Royce O'Neal and Azubuike, right? And Mitchell Robinson's standing there. Mitchell Robinson helped him up off the ground. Alec Burks. If this dude is 7 foot tall and he was just standing there, he helped you. He was the first to help you off the ground. Guess what that means? That means he was in the vicinity when you tried to draw that foul, bro. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Freezy, to go back to what you were saying earlier about Randle and looking at the positives. With this man, he's been so negative this year. I can't find any positives with him. I just can't.
I mean, he had the good third
Taking
quarter.
pitches at the end of the game, pulling his jersey off, the schmoozing with what was it, Clarkson or somebody, whoever it was. I can't be positive with this man. You find it the 30 points that he scored. I really don't care. Breen was yelling at the screen, calling the play, going, the guy, what's his face, fell down, and he had an open look to the basket. All he had to do was turn around and go to the basket. He kicked the ball back out. I mean, I just can't deal with Randle. I'm sorry.
But D'Angelo, but you have to call it objectively, though. You can't go with your biases because Randle did have a good 3 quarters of basketball in the game.
Yes, he did.
But when we needed him most,
I understand that, and I'm ready to say that in the fourth quarter, though, he just had a really crappy fourth quarter.
Right.
Which is nothing new. Like, we've seen this time and time again. But I'm saying that I think it's good that we just don't go ahead and just negatively bias and slap people for no reason.
No. Listen,
he did have a good 3 quarters. He just had a crappy fourth quarter.
No, he did have a good 3 quarters. But I just, when it comes down to crunch time, do we rely on him to making the right plays and the right things to do? I mean, there it goes.
Is that a baby crying? Is that a baby? Chuck, is that you, Chuck?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Now put your graphic of Super
The
Randle
baby
up.
may be crying
I love that
tonight. The baby may be crying tonight.
Well, hey, I just wanted to say, I understand. Hey, D'Angelo, listen. I don't.
I know what D's talking about. Yeah, I know you got to look at things objectively. Sometimes, my emotions get the best of me with that stuff. It's just because we want to win so bad, and it's just frustrating,
I mean, D'Angelo, look, listen, I'm not, Jesus Christ, with a terrible fourth quarter. So, you know what it is, D'Angelo? I'm not the biggest Randle fan, but if he had a good quarter, he had a good quarter. If he had a good
you got to
game,
call it.
Yeah,
No, you got to call it as you see it. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I just don't, just on my end of the spectrum, I just get,
it is really because I'm feeling like that about Evan Fournier, bro.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
They're like legit. I have moments where Evan Fournier can do nothing right in my eyes, right? And because of the stuff that he's done wrong, seems like they outweigh the things that he do right. But I try to let people live and give them a chance. But here's the secret. Here is the biggest secret in the NBA. No megastar in this league is consistent for all 4 quarters, bro. No NBA player is going to hit every shot of every game and make the right play all the time. They need help. They need players to bail them out.
That's why there's 5 of them out there.
Right, and that's the reason why we always say, well, it's such and such a number one option. It's because the number one option is not always going to be the best player. It happens, bro. It happens. I mean, think about all the years that Michael Jordan killed us. Did he kill us by himself, or did Mike have help?
Mike had help like every other basketball player on the planet.
Everyone that killed us, everyone.
Right. And so that's the thing. The thing with Randle is in my opinion, is this. Right, and I'm a Randle supporter. Julius Randle, if you watching, bro, you owe me a case of Don P because I've been going to bat for you forever, right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing with Randle, bro. What do you expect from a $21 million player? What do you?
I'm sorry, Freezy. This just came up. It's on ESPN. The Pelicans and the Blazers are having serious talks right now, and it might go down for CJ McCollum.
Oh, jeez.
Who is that involved? Brandon Ingram.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think of that guy, McCollum? You guys like him?
No.
I think he's good, but
I think he, yeah.
He's good, but too injury prone and he's a ball hog.
If we were 6 games above 500, I say let's do it. But
Yeah.
we're 6 games below 500.
And he's injury prone.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes he has those. Yeah, y'all remember that NFL quarterback Kurt Warner?
Yeah, he was good.
He was great.
Yeah.
But then he would play a bad team and throw 7 interceptions. And you'd be like, what the? What are you doing?
Yeah.
This ain't even a good defense. They got Uncle Freezy at corner. And Uncle Freezy got 3 pick sixes. CJ McCollum will have a game like that, right? Where they play a bad team and my man will legit go 5 for 21. And you like, they don't even have wing defenders, bro. What's going on out here? You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he is a very good scorer. I think he looked like Jaleel White, but that don't mean nothing. That ain't nothing. G-Money, you know who Jaleel White is?
Jaleel White,
Didn't he
Can
play
I
running
do
back
that?
Urkel.
It's Steve Urkel, bro.
oh wow.
From Family Matters.
That's it.
Y'all killed it. I was gonna drag G Money along. Like, man, did he play running back for the Jets?
My fault.
Is he a professional wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the thing I want to toss it to D'Angelo just for a few minutes, right? Just for a second. Hey,
I'm in trouble.
Nah, you ain't
To
in
the
trouble,
principal's office, right?
Nah, bro. Nah, we good. I just want to tap into something that you were saying about Julius Randle, and I don't want to talk Randle, right?
No, go ahead. No,
But I want to talk.
I'll harp on it. I want to beat it to death.
So right now we're a losing team, right?
Yep.
Right now we're 24-30,
Mhm.
right? 24-30. Do you feel like the Knicks should go get support pieces for Julius Randle and RJ Barrett to make a serious playoff run? Or do you think we should strip it down and just let the young kids play?
The second half of your commentary. Strip it down.
She's
I
in the
just
lab.
don't see. Yeah, I just. I just don't feel. I mean, everything we, with the vets and how they were playing together, I just don't feel. I mean, the fit, it just doesn't work. Fournier doesn't work. It doesn't work with Burks. It doesn't work with Noel, who hasn't been playing at all this year. I mean, it's not fitting, and you got to strip it down. I think that's the only way to go with this. I mean, and I've been on that. With Tibbs, you can't blame Tibbs solely on everything. But his decision making has been awful with his substitutions and everything. But that's just who he is as a coach, and he's not going to change it. You change a little bit what you said, offensive schemes and things like that, because he has no choice. With D brought up, and you guys are, it's. But I think you're going to have to strip it down. But you got to make things. To me, I'd rather see the young guys play. I'd rather see Sims out there than Noel. I'd rather see these things. Right. It's just me now. I'm just so frustrated. I can't take this anymore with these. I mean, it's just we're all feeling that pain. It's just depressing watching this team. It's so damn depressing. I can't. They're going to cough it up in the fourth quarter. That's what this team does.
Yeah. You
don't see them coming. They can't play 48 minutes.
Nope.
They can't do it. But Freezy, I tell you, I think he's your best bet. I really, I agree. Just strip it down. Just do it. Start shipping. Get back up the truck. I know that's extreme, but you got to do something. Are you going to tell me they're not going to do anything by this trade deadline? If they don't, I'm going to lose it, man. They got to do something.
I'm done watching the season. They don't.
Yeah,
right.
I can't
Get ready to lose it.
Because if they don't trade for McCollum, if they lose out to New Orleans in a McCollum deal, then get ready for that to be the narrative until the trade deadline. The Knicks were in it. They just didn't have enough to pull the trigger. And on every player, and it's going to frustrate you to the point where you want to just throw all your Knicks swag out of second story.
It's a broken record. Always the same thing, Freezy. They say that all the time.
Right. Not enough to pull it. Not enough to pull the trigger. But I will offer you this, D'Angelo. I'm going to offer you this. Right. I think and this is me being frustrated because I'm just as frustrated with Randle as you are. Okay, it's just what we manifest is different, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm frustrated with Randle. I'm frustrated with RJ's shooting slump. I'm frustrated with Quickley shooting slump. I'm frustrated that Obi Toppin is not an impact player in year 2, right?
Right.
And listen, and I'm ready to chalk Quickley and Obi up to sophomore slump, right? I don't want to trade them. I'm chalking those two up to sophomore slump, right?
Which they have.
But here's the thing with Randle, though. Here's the thing with Randle, and I'm gonna try to say this in like 60 seconds or less. Randle was never plan A. Randle was always plan C, right? And if you think about it, there was a competition, actually a competition for that spot, Randle's spot, right? Right. The Knicks signed Morris, Portis, Gibson, and Randle, and who at the time all played somewhat like the same position. I know Morris is a small forward now, or may have been back then, but he played both positions from what I saw when he was whatever, right? And so of all those dudes that were signed to the money or whatever it was, Bobby Portis is a skilled big, bro. Bobby Portis may be a better shooter than Julius Randle, right? But Julius Randle under the New York Lights blossomed into something, right? And I ain't gonna beat the dead horse. I'm not. What I'm saying is I am not as down on Randle for the fact that he came here, took the money, but he also shined for a little bit. Because there were dudes that took the money and they did nothing while they was here. Nothing. Or there was dudes that wanted to shine for a little bit and they didn't. Michael Beasley said he was a left-handed Melo. I'm Bizarro Melo. Right? Michael Beasley, right? He was a power forward. He was a lottery pick. He didn't do what Julius Randle did. Derek Williams, he came here searching to do the same thing. Like, I can be the next great Knicks power forward. Right? Derek Williams, he didn't do nothing. Noah Vonleh, man, David Fizdale put a battery in Noah Vonleh's back. and he didn't do nothing. But Julius Randle did something. So I'm not saying suspend his death sentence. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is at least he did something when given the opportunity to do something. So I'm a little bit more lenient with Randle. Now, if he don't turn this thing completely around, I'm with you. Let me bring my man Sam in here. So what's Sam at? Sam, you here? Sam, where you at? Okay. Hey, what's good, fellas?
Salute.
I just wanted to, I know I normally drop the bombs. I was late joining, but I know y'all saw the CJ trade, and it's disappointing to see, Portland just get fleeced like this. I mean, it's 2 times in a row now. I guess they just
it was just for Josh Hart.
Josh Hart and picks.
Yeah, they did want to stockpile on draft capital.
That's what I'm saying. They got to be going OKC route because I just don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
Sam, say that one more. What was the trade?
They CJ McCollum for Josh Hart and draft compensation.
Yep.
That's why I came back too.
Straight up.
Wow.
Straight up.
And if you're the Pelicans, you're in the play-in. With that, if he can stay healthy, you have a shot making the playoffs if you're the Pelicans.
They're in the play-in right now as we speak.
They're already in the
Exactly, they're in the play-in. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but they have a better chance now with CJ.
So I think this is just to keep Zion, man. This was just to keep Zion a little bit happy, get some help.
Let me say that. Let me have D poetic to myself for just a minute, right? Because I need counseling, bro. D, I need counseling right now. Are you?
I got you, bro.
Are you telling me the Pelicans gave the Blazers a 14-point per game scorer and draft compensation for CJ McCollum, and the Knicks have they could have gave them 48 in draft picks?
Wow,
that's right.
Yep.
They can do it.
That's right,
bro. I need some help right now, bro. I gotta go smoke a cigarette, y'all. I don't even smoke. I don't even smoke, bro.
I got the Newport right here.
I'm gonna go bum one for my neighbor, bro. I'm about to go knock.
Lay down while D talks here. Lay down.
Yeah, I'm about to, bro. Right here in the middle of the floor, bro.
We got to put in like some ocean sounds. You know what I'm saying? And some birds.
I would, but my dog too playful, bro. If I lay down on the floor, he'll be trying to lick me. He won't understand. My dog won't understand the moment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, D.
And this is what I'm saying, Freezy. Listen, like at first, right? Like a week ago, I was like, you know what? We need a juicy piece of steak back for Julius Randle. And then I started thinking about it. And I said, no, we don't. We just need a young player and draft capital back. Because we trying to have these young guys carry it for the next year or two anyway.
Yep.
So why not get as much draft capital and youth as possible, put the ball in RJ's hand, and see where it takes us, because we ain't going anywhere now.
Mm-hmm.
So why not for Evan, give him to somewhere where they can use him, and we get back a young guy in draft capital?
Yes.
Blazers are doing it. OKC's been doing it
a long time.
We ain't going nowhere.
Oh,
I mean, I got a little bit of a hot take on CJ McCollum. I don't know if I even wanted him. To be real with you, what kind of help would he have given us? I mean,
I don't, only because of the salary. Only because
salary, his injuries, and he's a ball hog sometimes.
Yeah, like he don't do nothing that we can't do right now. He doesn't like change the game for the Knicks.
Joe,
like,
you know what he is? This is what CJ is in my opinion. I put this in the chat. In my opinion, he's a more offensively gifted, but an expensive version of Fournier. That's what I think he is.
Well, I wouldn't say that's it, because CJ could at least put the ball on the floor.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said he's more offensively gifted, but he's still no defense
at all.
Before we disrespect him completely, the man is averaging 20.5 of 44% shooting, about 38.5 from three, 4.5 rebounds. That's actually pretty darn good at that position. It's a very hard position. That's a very hard position to play in the NBA.
That's pretty good. Many players don't shoot that high from three.
I'm not calling
exactly.
him though. I'm just saying.
Right. 4.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and only 1.9 turnover. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, but look at what the Blazers are doing. They don't win, bro. I know they're in the West. West kind of tough, but like they ain't winning nothing, bro. They ain't winning nothing. CJ ain't helping them win.
Either is Dame.
That's also a fact.
Hey, but Morocco, Joe, listen, you got to look at CJ McCollum for what he is. Like, CJ McCollum is a 2012 Honda Accord, right?
That's a fact. Right?
Right? Nobody dreams about a 2012 Honda Accord, but if you get it running right, and if the paint job on it is nice, somebody will pay you for it. Right. Yeah. And so what happens is we make it to the offseason with CJ McCollum and Alec Burks. Now, instead of us thinking like, who do we give up, man? Evan Fournier, is he attractive? Nah, instead of that, bro, now you have more attractive assets in the offseason. Now you can probably pair CJ McCollum, Alec Burks, and maybe another attractive asset to go after a better player for Randle. Or maybe think about this. you can package Randle and CJ McCollum for a megastar.
I just don't see that happening, man. Look, I mean, look.
Oh, it ain't gonna happen now because he already.
Well, obviously, but I don't see us getting a megastar unless one is developed here, man. I'm just being real. New York fans, not just the fans, can't blame us, but like, just the team itself is not gonna get a Kevin Durant. It's not gonna get a Kyrie Irving. It's not gonna get these big name stars, man. It's just not gonna happen. And we got to find a different way to build the team. It's not gonna happen. Like,
you have to develop inside first. You have to develop your youth first and show a sustainable product before you start getting those guys. Absolutely.
Now, what I did like seeing last night is RJ Barrett took 25 shots. I don't care. He only made 8. He needs to be aggressive like that every single game.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I agree with that.
Make 8. Like,
and keep in mind, he also had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and only 1 turnover. So he did. It just wasn't him.
I'd rather have him shoot it 30 times than Randle shoot it 15. Just being real.
Thank you.
Nah.
I'm serious, bro. Like, look at the difference in the type of shots that RJ takes. Even if he's not making them, the shots are better. The selection is better. When Randle shoots 25 shots, 16 of them are trash.
Hey, bro, do you hate Randle? If one of us send you a Randle jersey, will you wear it?
I love this. What I'm saying, I love Julius Randle. The problem is his attitude is so disgusting right now. Like last night was actually surprisingly good, but his attitude has been so disgusting the last 3 weeks.
I'm looking for it.
It's impossible to play with that. I'm telling you, bro. I love Julius Randle. He
sucks.
His attitude is trash, man.
Oh man, that's funny.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'm not a Julius, bro. You saw me last year, Breezy. Last season, I'm not a Julius Randle hater. I'm on board with Julius. I don't think we should just trade him for nothing. Right. But my man's attitude is so bad right now. It's bad, bro. It's bad. Like, it's bad.
Bro, him and Tibbs were joking together on the sidelines
last night. I'm talking about the last 15 games. I don't watch them bark at the referees over every small ass call. It's like terrible, man. Get over it, bro. Get over. Just play the game, bro. Play the game. You can't tell me I'm lying here. I watch every game. Trust me, my man's attitude is trash, bro.
Okay, so you're in a slump. You're not living up to expectations. You have to deal with the vigor of a New York Knicks fan base, and you're just gonna keep it calm. You're not gonna have any
emotion
at all.
Well, how does RJ do it then? My man is stone faced like Eli Manning up there.
No. Everyone is different. There's some things that people can say to you, I would never let them get away with saying, and vice versa. People are different. These are two different men, 2 different mentalities, 2 different ways of growing up. We can't.
I definitely get that. I definitely get what you're saying, but you can't let your attitude be a detriment to the team, bro. And it is, man. Last 15 games, his attitude has been bad for the team, bro. Like, I don't care how you cut it. You could give me LeBron numbers, and if your attitude is that bad, it's gonna be a problem. And it is a problem. Like, how do you fix that? I don't know. That's just who he is. I don't know if that's who he is because he wasn't like this last year. He didn't argue like this craziness with the referees every call. Like, for 15 games, I see my man argue every single call. It's like, bro, you're not even in the game. You're just on the court to yell in front of the crowd. Like, what are you doing? Stop having I don't know how to fix it, but my man's attitude is terrible.
D'Angelo.
Hang on.
Yeah.
D'Angelo, what's going on?
What's up?
What's going? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought D'Angelo.
That wasn't me.
That was Morocco too.
I'm in trouble twice.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Here's another thing about the McCollum thing, guys. McCollum's usage rate with the ball is at 27%. So when he go to New Orleans, that ball gonna be in his hand.
You don't have a choice.
Right.
So if we had taken him, which I wouldn't even think about it. But if we did, what does that do for our younger guys?
You know what
now we got an extra 27% ball usage rate.
You know what it'll do, D.
So no thank you for CJ McCollum. And he making $30 million. 33 the next year and 35 the next year.
Yeah. He's in the first year of that $100 million deal that he has. He's in the first year of this season. So he's still owed $18 million this season, then the 30 2 seasons.
And he 30? I'm good.
Yo, I don't know if y'all talked about this earlier, but did y'all say anything about the Cam Reddish minutes we saw? I thought he played all right. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was good to see him out there.
15 minutes.
I would like to see more.
Me too.
Please, yes.
But you know why he was out there, D. So, like I said, Grimes is out again tonight. So you should see Reddish again. But we'll see how many minutes Mr. Cobblepot throws him out there for.
Oh man, if it's a close game throughout, I see 12 minutes.
Yeah,
if that.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Right, 12 minutes?
Man, that's ambitious, D.
Right? I'm being nice with it, right?
Bro,
I say 17 minutes tonight for him.
Oh wow.
Oh damn, we getting blown out tonight.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, man. But I'm for AD. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm frustrated, man. And my frustration is so let me first say I'm doing a programming note. So I'm coming on late Thursday, right? Because what I want to do is be on through the trade deadline, right?
Okay.
So I'm coming on later. I don't know if it's 10:30, 11,
Yeah.
12, like maybe like a 12 to 3, 12 to 3:30 or something like that.
I'll be there.
Yep.
Well, keep in mind that what time does it expire? At 3, right?
I think it's 3
midday.
Eastern time.
3 o'clock.
Just a suggestion, maybe 1, because then we can talk it up a little bit, and then before you know it is done, type of thing.
Yeah.
That's good. 1 o'clock till after 3. Yeah.
Right. So Hard Will is in the chat. What's good, Hard Will? I see Ken in the chat. I see Cornerstone Kev in the chat. What's good? Our future media. You know what I'm saying? What I would say is this to the CJ McCollum thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't complain about Evan Fournier, right? You can't complain about Evan Fournier. You can't complain about Alec Burks, and then say a significant proven upgrade is not good enough for your team.
Oh, I would never say that. Yeah,
right. It's like double talk, right? Man, Fournier's 13 points a game and blah blah. Evan Fournier do such and such and such, and then CJ McCollum is available. And you're like, oh no, he ain't good enough for us. Well, Fournier is good enough for you. Which one do you want?
No, neither.
Right. And so
yeah.
Neither one. Hold on.
Let's feel good.
Cornerstone, Kev, Star Trek.
What's happening? What's happening, fellas? What's happening?
You tell me.
How you feeling, brother?
I'm numb. I'm numb. I'm comfortably numb. That's a song by Pink Floyd. If anybody don't know.
What you know about Pink Floyd?
I know a lot about Pink Floyd.
What you know about Pink Floyd? What you know about Led Zeppelin?
The youngins probably don't know about Pink Floyd.
What you know about the Grateful Dead?
Man, you didn't have to call me out like that, Kev.
What you know about Kev? What you know about the Who? A dude told me, hey Kev, a dude told me, he was like, yo, I like that song from CSI. Do. Bro, that's the Who. You don't know that's the Who? He was like,
yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
exactly. See, I needed this, man. I needed this because I'm thoroughly disgusted with my team right now. Last year around this time, I was on a high. This year, I'm in the dumps right now because we have the. I'm not going to say we have the talent, but we have the players to get us above 500. And everybody from the coach to some of the players not playing up to their ability is screwing it up for all the Knicks universe. Because there's no way last night we should have lost.
Right.
There's no way we shouldn't have lost against the Lakers.
Salute Cornerstone. I agree, man.
Hey, what's up, G Money? How you feeling, man? It's good to see you.
But you know what they say, Kev? You know what they say, Kev? Bad teams always find good ways to lose.
Yeah.
Right. And you are is what your record says you are.
Yep. But see, it's like it's a collection. It's not just the players, but it's the coach as well, because he's so stubborn. And I never thought that I would really say that about a Coach Tibbs team, but now I see what Chicago fans.
Stubborn doing what, Kev? Stubborn doing what?
Huh?
You woke him up, Kev.
Stubborn doing what, Kev?
So.
Please tell me, Freeze, that you're not on this guy's.
No.
Oh, he just want to know where you're
Stubborn doing what? Elaborate on your point.
Look at the rotations, man. Look at the freaking rotations. There was no reason.
You're right. He didn't bring in Kemba and Quinn Grimes. Wait a minute. They were in street clothes.
Man.
So he couldn't. He couldn't bring in D Rose because D Rose was like the old Amy Winehouse song is in rehab.
Wow.
Kev, you might be too young to remember Amy Winehouse, Kev.
We should.
Amy Winehouse?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, something that my counterpart, Mr. Sergeant G-Man for Life says.
Yeah.
What Reezy is trying to do is really just poke the bear in me. So
no, but it's a good question though. What about his rotations? What about his rotations yesterday bother you?
What bothered me yesterday?
Just say it, Kev. You know you wanted to see. Just say it.
I just don't like Tibbs.
No, you know what you want to leave with, Kev. I know what you want to leave with.
Hey Sam, tell me. That's one of them. That's one of them.
Wait, which one of them? The world wants to know.
No, he said it. He said it.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear Kev say it.
There was no reason why Deuce McBride shouldn't have gotten me run.
I would have played him a little bit. Maybe Jericho Sims a little bit though, here and there. Though.
Background noise gotta be cut.
I'll probably put with Sims a little bit though to help out Mitch. Because remember, Taj didn't play last night.
But guess what?
When's the last time y'all saw Taj play?
I was about to say, you know why?
Last week.
Is he injured?
No, you know why. As soon as Noel goes down, you know who he's throwing in there. It's not.
Oh, you know it.
Oh yeah.
Because Noel's not been impactful at all this year.
Exactly. So
here's the problem, Kev, with your Deuce thing is that you can't just throw young men into the fire and expect them not to get burned.
All right, what about Cam Reddish?
Hold that. You're so quick to get off the
You know what?
why are you so quick to get off Deuce?
You know why I'm pissed as well? Because yesterday I was in a Twitter war with Gilmo, diehard Knicks, Legion of Knicks, and Aduka Sharon.
Okay.
They were literally saying how I said that Randle was 10 times better than freaking the Greek Freak and who else you want to, throw out there.
You did say that though, Kev. You did say that.
Then show me the proof. Just show me the.
You said it on nothing but Knicks.
Show me the freaking proof, Jay. Show me the proof.
Freezy. You know what? This is what Kev is really upset about. I got you, Kev. This is what it is. And somebody put in the chat, Kev. I understand this is what you're really upset about. Now I'm gonna head out because I got to do this meeting. You wanted to see Frank Ntilikina. That's what it was. I understand, Kev. He was not available.
Good Lord.
Anyway.
Taj hasn't played since that Grizzlies game.
Okay.
Hey, that was last week.
Y'all be safe.
Yeah, last week.
I'm gonna head out.
Take care, Sam.
Take care, Sam.
Peace, Sam.
So Kev, let's zero in, right? Let's get back to focus here. Why did you think Deuce didn't get any minutes yesterday?
I think honestly he would have put some pressure on like a Conley or a
No, I said why didn't he go?
Oh yeah.
Why do you think he did not go in? Do you think Tibbs is just going to throw this guy into the fire to get burned, knowing that Tibbs won't even give him spot minutes to get burned? Gotta think about these things.
Would you have given him minutes?
Dude, he would have been playing since the beginning of the season, at least 7 to 10 minutes.
But Kev, he also asked you. He also asked you, because you came in hot, gun. You came in Yosemite Sam. So he's asking you, why are you shooting up the town?
Yeah.
I want him gone. I want him gone. I want him gone, and I'm not the only one that wants him gone. I want Tibbs gone. I want Randle gone. I want who else? I want Fournier gone. I want Kemba gone. I want
Fournier, Kemba, I'll give you that. Noel,
If you want those things,
and I want Noel gone as well.
What about
so
Burks?
Kev, if you want those things,
I said Burks. I said
Randle
Burks
50-50.
Kev, listen. If that's what you want, then these things are happening are actually a good thing. Because as this continues to slide down this slippery slope, right, we're actually getting steps closer to that becoming a realistic, possibility. So you should be happy.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen.
So I should be Pharrell.
If that's the type of happiness you want to be.
The way the Knicks are tonight, don't be surprised if Jokic has a triple double by the first half. Don't be surprised.
And the thing about it, G Money,
that might even happen. Jokic may have a triple double by the first half.
Great. That's why. You know what? Honestly, tonight's game, I'm more intrigued to watch that matchup now with this type of Mitch right here than I am anything else. Because Mitch has been playing really good. I gotta give Mitch his props.
He played hard that last night. I agree.
You know what, Freezy? You brought up some points before. I didn't want to bypass it. You brought up about Emmanuel Quickley and Obi Toppin having sophomore slumps. Right. I think that more pertains to Quickley because he had a better rookie season than Obi. Obi barely played, so I don't think we could put him in that category, right? But I will say this. You got two guys that you drafted last year, right? Or the year before, I mean. And both of them on your current roster are playing a style of basketball, a position, and a role that they never played in college.
Okay.
If that's not harming somebody's development, I don't know what is. You drafted him because of what you saw in college. You saw him as the SEC Player of the Year. You saw Obi as the NCAA Player of the Year.
Right.
And you use them in no way on how they were utilized for them to gain such titles.
Right.
So, I wanted to highlight that.
Right.
Freezy, Kevin's right. I want to see the vets gone. They should move all the vets. Maybe just keep Rose, like keep 1 or 2, and that's about it. Right?
Well, here's the other thing. Was Reggie Bullock and Alfred Payton really that glue for us last year that we're missing?
Tell him, Chuck.
Let Chuck
like a pot boiling. It's like a pot boiling over.
I'm just asking, Chuck. I'm just asking. I mean,
go ahead, Chuck.
Because when
go ahead. Chuck, let me
Where's
ask you
my
this.
microscope? I can't see it.
Let me ask Chuck this. Chuck, where are we right now, Chuck? Are we lost in thought right now?
What is that?
As an organization?
No, with Cornerstone.
What does that say? What is that?
With Cornerstone Kev, I think we are like that old Lisa song. We are lost in emotion right now. You remember that song? Lost in
Oh yeah, I remember that song.
And I'm not knocking Kev because he's got the right to be passionate about his team, right? But when you legit have to scream out to search for answers, the frustration level is beyond whatever. And I don't blame Kev for wanting to clean house, right? But when we get lost in emotion like that, it's like we need to do something immediately, right? You just can't stay still. You can't just stay pat. At this point, it seems like any move is better than no move, right? But what I would say to what Kev said, Chuck, is this. If you get rid of everybody and you still lose, aren't you still lost in emotion?
Yeah.
But playing the young, we will lose.
Right.
But
Yeah,
are we
it's gonna
stepping in the
happen.
right direction of development for the future?
Yeah.
That becomes the whether we can tolerate it or not.
But at the same time, people are going to be lost in emotions because it's going to be the whole, well, we could have traded for this person and we could have gotten that person. And then let's reminisce about the draft and how we didn't do well in the draft and how come we didn't make this move. And it's like, okay, if we're going to keep this, on being on this treadmill, then guess what? We're moving, but not going anywhere. Conversation is moving, but it's not going anywhere. We got to get off the hamster wheel. The Knicks, if they're going to trade all of the veterans for whomever that they trade them for,
right?
I don't think that's going to propel us into the future. I think Diaz Ballin is right. We have to evaluate these young pieces,
right?
Simply because you got to know what you got in your cupboard.
Right.
The storm is coming. You got to look in the cupboard. What do I really have before I make this last trip to the store?
Is this spam still any good?
Yes. Is this still any good?
Right.
Is this suit still good? How many?
The
more
evaluation
months?
process, right?
Right.
Excellent analogy, Chuck.
And I think that's where this team needs to be. There, no playoffs, no play-in game. Put the young guys out there, see what you have, so that in the off season you have this list of things that you need to get in order for this team to move forward.
But Chuck,
yes,
Chuck,
sir.
I understand your point, but let's do this one at a time, right? So you still have to account for the salary.
Yes, sir.
Right. So how do you make a major move like that and still account for the salary and still have room for the young kids to play?
Nah, I'm not revisiting that nonsense again. After what I saw the other day, ladies and gentlemen of the panel and of the chat, I was completely wrong about Russell Westbrook. He is done. And there's no reason to have that on our roster. I thought he had something left. He doesn't.
Right. No, but I'm not talking about Westbrook, Chuck. What I'm saying is
he's talking about how's the salary going to allocate for all these young players to develop and grow.
Yeah. Like what bad contract can you take on and bench, right? And take on draft picks, right? To let Grimes and McBride and Reddish get minutes. Because Kev wants to wipe the slate clean, right? But in order to wipe the slate clean, you can't just no NBA team is going to take on $57 million in salary without giving you salary in return.
Yeah, you got to match it. Yeah.
Right. So in step one of the healing process with Kev, we have to figure out what the move is in order for us to even think about this. Because listen, if we can't find a trade partner that's going to take on $57 million in salary, you are going to be watching Evan Fournier and Alec Burks, regardless if you like it or not.
Right. I agree. You're right.
So would y'all entertain a Al Horford trade?
But let me ask you a question though, Freezy, right? Like for example, like what Portland just did with CJ McCollum. Right. CJ's making 30 this year.
Right.
Josh Hart and Nikolai Walker, whatever his name is, they're not making that. And they got the draft picks.
What are the salary cap situations look like? Oh, they got Tomas Satoransky also.
Right.
Okay,
he ain't making none.
But that might be 30. Because I think Nikili is probably about 6.
And Josh Hart was a free agent this summer.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
And for those that are watching that like to play along, The website that I generally use for this, I find the most accurate is Spotrac.
Yep.
Or Spot Track. So whichever, you know.
Okay, so Josh was 12.
Okay.
Oh God, whatever his name is. Man, I'm gonna have Alexander Walker, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hope I spelled. I know I chopped this boy's name up. All right. Okay. He's only making 2.
That's it.
Yep. And I think Santaraski's only at a 2 as well. I'll check to make sure.
Santaraski should be making 10.
He would. No, he'd have to be making 16 in order for the salaries to match.
Let me go here. I'm gonna see.
Thomas Santaraski. Sounds like some Russian detective.
Okay, but maybe they didn't have to send out a salary matching.
So he was 10.
Okay.
So that's 2 to that's 24.
Yeah.
So you still have 6 left over. You see?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they don't have to match.
Yeah. So it depends on if these teams, if New Orleans was under the cap, then they wouldn't have to. They wouldn't have to match.
Right.
Right. And I think New Orleans is under the cap.
So now I'm going to look at another one, right? Norman Powell, right? Let's see how much he was making. He was making 15 this year. No, my bad. Closer to 16. And then who's the other guy that went with him? Covington, right?
Yeah, Rocco. Yeah.
Okay.
He was making 18.
I'll check out right now. What did I say for Powell?
15 and a half. So it should be like.
Oh yeah, okay, 15 and a half. Okay, thanks. He's making 10.
Oh.
So that's 25. Let's see how much Bledsoe's contract is, because that's where it would be closest to match.
I think Bledsoe is 20.
Yeah, sure. They're even under that. Bledsoe. Okay. He's 15.
Not bad. These front offices know what they're doing.
When it comes to the money, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to the money. Now, yeah. Let's be clear. But Kev, to your point, man, if you just want to clear house, if you just want to clean house, think about what's going to be for one. So for one, you still paying Fizdale. Then you're gonna be paying Tibbs. You still paying who was the coach 4 years ago?
Jeff Hornacek. Oh,
Hornacek. Yeah, okay. So you're still paying Hornacek. So you want to pay 4 NBA head coaches at the same time.
Okay.
And at the same time, not look like a train wreck.
But why did they gotta sign these coaches 5 years every damn time?
Yeah,
that's the question. That's the question.
Tibbs fought for the 5th year.
It's always a 5-year deal. It's always been a 5-year deal.
No, they were offering him 4, and then talk stalled because he wanted the 5th year, and then they gave him the 5th year. And the reason they gave him the 5th year is as a wink between Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau, because they know the Knicks are teams that don't keep their coaches throughout. Yo, somebody join us.
Somebody got feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody got feedback, bro. I don't know.
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I was on mute, so it wasn't me.
Yeah, go ahead, Chuck.
You're still paying Phil Jackson. You're still paying all these other coaches.
Right.
They know the New York Knicks is a lick. I've said it before. I'll stand on that. New York Knicks is a lick. It's not because these guys want to win or they want this organization to move in a better direction. It's all about who you know. We can get you in there. And if they fire you, bro, you're going to still get paid.
Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. That's basically what it is.
Exactly.
So, Chuck, are you
Yes,
saying that we should just say screw it and just let him coach out to 5 years?
No, I think what you do is actually give him some better pieces where he doesn't have to play guys out of position. At the very least, give him a stable or starting point guard to see if anything changes. If nothing changes, then you know you might have to pull that trigger on letting him go because he's not the right guy.
Because with you saying that means that we have to get a veteran, all veterans, because he don't want the young guys.
No,
I mean, look at him.
It don't matter what he want. Hey, when your mom fixed food, it didn't matter if you wanted it or not. You had to eat what was on your plate.
You gonna eat this hamburger helper?
That's it.
Like, Mom, we eat hamburger helper 7 times a week. Hey, you ain't hungry, is you? No, I ain't hungry. I'm not hungry.
So you can't do anything if your roster is set with young guys. What are you gonna do? Throw a tantrum? You're gonna have to play somebody. You gonna make your rotation 5 guys?
Burgers and fries. 5 guys, burgers and fries. My bad, Chuck. No. Those were perfect. Yes. Yes. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with this hamburger helper? You tired of it? Then guess what? Put some ketchup on it. Tired of it? Like, put some hot sauce on it. I think you have to take away Tibbs' crutches. If it's veterans, and he's always going to lean on veterans, then either get good veterans or you get very good young guys. Right.
He has no choice. If there's no veterans on the team, you got to play with what you have. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, man, the man ain't get ready to pay no 5 coaches and coaching staffs. He ain't about to do that. So if you waiting for Tibbs, if you waiting on Tibbs to get his pink slip, I wouldn't be holding my breath, right? But what I would do is, the clean house idea I think might happen with the vets, including Julius Randle, if they can't turn it around, and you give Tibbs a second shot with what I'm saying.
So basically, you wait till the offseason, revamp the roster, and then give Tibbs the last shot.
Yeah, go into the season like, Tibbs, listen, you said they wouldn't do such and such and such. We got rid of them and brought you this, right? And so this is the second time, because in that Atlanta playoff series, you said they wouldn't such and such and such and such. So this is the last time now. 3 strikes, you out, right? You give him his 3rd strike, and then you take the approach of get rid of the coach, because you don't look so bad in the media. What happens is as Knicks fans, if one thing go wrong, we want to fire everybody, right? If you've been a Knicks fan for like 20 years, you want to get rid of everybody, bro. I remember dudes, we lost the finals, dudes was talking about trading Starks. Trade Starks, right? I remember at 95, trade Pat, he old, he washed. Trade Allen Houston, he always hurt. Trade Melo, he don't play defense. Trade Randall. And Chuck, and this is the one that used to break my heart, right? Trade Clyde. Clyde then got old. I remember my uncles them used to be talking about trade Clyde. I used to be so mad. You know how when you're a little kid and you be around adults and they say something that make you mad and you ball up your little baby fist? Like you be so angry, like you want to do something, but you know you can't. You know what I'm saying? You just stomp off, you know what I'm saying, with your little shoes that's too big for you. And so when I would say, Knicks fans, man, calm down. Well, yeah, what are we doing? We made the playoffs last year for the first time in 8 years, and we hit a bad stretch. And Knicks fans, jumping off the Triborough Bridge. Calm down. What the hell's going on?
You're right.
Here?
You're right. Screw it. Okay. Just screw it. Yeah, we made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calm down, bro.
Well, we have too many people that are Janet Jacksons. What have you done for me lately? This is a what have you done for me lately league.
Hey, Kev, and you know what I say to them? Before Tibbs and Randall, your coach name was David Fisdale, right? And your best player might have been Mario Hezonja. What did that team do?
Yeah.
Calm down, bro. I heard D Poetic say something smart, and sometimes we get on these panels, bro, and people say smart stuff, and we drive by it so fast that we don't even think intellectually about or process. I'm sorry, not think, process intellectually what we heard, because we already have these things that we went, I hate Tibbs. So D Poetic said something along the lines of progress is not going to be linear. You have to sometimes take a step backward to take 2 steps forward, and something like that. He said, I get the quote.
You're right on the concept,
right? But the point is what if this 50-game stretch is a step back so that we can take 2 steps forward? But before we take them 2 steps forward, we take that 1 step back and then fire everybody. Knicks fans will be like, how come we always take it 1 step back? Because before we take the 2 steps forward, y'all fire everybody.
Is Cleveland going to take a step backwards?
Who?
Next year, is Cleveland going to take a step backwards?
I don't give a shit about Cleveland.
Is it?
Yo.
This is
You got riled up.
This is the Knicks on the drive, bro.
but where did even Cleveland come from?
Right.
No,
How are they relevant to the conversation at hand?
Because, man,
Because
dude, and Kev, let me. Does Cleveland have a young promising point guard? Does Cleveland have a crown gem?
Does Cleveland have a young coach?
Does Cleveland have a young, innovative coach? Why are we even bringing up Cleveland?
Whatever.
What are you bringing up the Cleveland Browns?
Whatever.
You remember the Cleveland? Hey, you remember the Cleveland Browns show? My name is Cleveland Brown. You remember that?
Yeah, you can walk across the rainbow all you want. All right, I know what's going on. It's Skittles, Wizard of Oz, whatever. What this team needs is some brains, a heart, and some courage, because they ain't got jack right now. The only one that has it, honestly, is RJ. He's the only one that has it.
Kev, the thing that this team needs is something that you can't get.
And I'm with you, Rich Boy. Tank.
The only thing the Knicks need is something that you can't give, Kev, and that's
because you're making excuses for Tibbs and everything. He doesn't even put Cam Reddish in until somebody goes out.
Wait a minute, Cam. So is Cam Reddish a former league MVP? Cam Reddish a former league MVP?
No, but he was in the
he was in the
Eastern Conference Finals. He was an integral part in the Eastern Conference Finals with Atlanta.
Was he, or was it their point guard?
Boom.
Oh, come on.
Kev, listen to me. Kev, listen. You gotta leave the emotions. Just listen. You gotta leave the over emotions at the door, right? You gotta come in here. You gotta be reserved. You gotta be disciplined, right? Listen to me. This is what you tell Freezy. This is an updated version of crap. This is just crap with a fur coat on. You see?
Yep.
That's all it is. So Freezy could go ahead and he could sing the song of praises of Tibbs and how he's been better than the ones before, sing the songs of praises of Julius Randle and the ones that came before, stuff that. But it still doesn't change the fact, Kev, that this is crap with a fur coat on.
Right. And you have an excellent point, D Poetic. And the other thing I would tell Kev too, the reason why your expectations are heightened is because Tibbs and Julius Randle got you out of the doldrums that you were in for 8 years and raised your expectations. Because listen, if it wasn't for that, if the Knicks didn't make the playoffs last year, you wouldn't even be having these thoughts.
Take last year away, Randle's still that same player that came to us. He's still that same player. Yeah. He's still that same player.
I don't know how to take that thought. It still sounds like you lost an emotion. Lost in emotion.
Whatever, man. Whatever. You can try and sugarcoat this all you want. The man is. I don't like him, and I was one of his supporters too.
We can't tear it down every time the team.
Every time Kev get mad.
Chuck, I'm not saying tear it. I'm not. I wasn't saying tear it down before. I was one of those Knicks fans that said let it try to marinate. I don't like the way it's marinating now. We've had Randle for almost 3 years now. All right, and whatever video keeps posting about his reputation and everything, it must be true. That's true right there. Him going off on like one of the freaking coaches. That's true right there. So there's no telling what else is going on behind the scenes with him.
I wonder what that guy showed him that pissed him off so hard.
Right.
I would love to know that.
Right.
Like
if I was Tibbs, I'd have fired that joker. Like you the video guy, and it's a game. You the young you the 25-year-old video guy, bro, trying to make your way in the league, and you showing Randle something on a laptop during a game. If I was Randle, I don't know what kind of finishing move I would have put on him, bro. If I was, bro. What, Kev? What's the move they do on Street Fighter, where a dude get mad and turn into like fire and Dragon Punch?
Oh, that's Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
that's Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
during the game.
Yeah.
Listen, Randle was wrong. Randle was wrong as two left shoes, right? But I can understand. You know how people have a meltdown, they be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever seen a dude get a flat tire and he just take his tire jack and start beating the car? Bro, why you beating the car? You just got a flat tire. But I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean,
but Freezy, but what if that's his job? His job could be to help out players and the coaching staff see things on video from time to time of the game to make proper adjustments.
Hey, let's pause right there. I'm gonna bring in G.I. I'm gonna answer that real quick.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good morning. I
You're-
expected that by the All-Star break we'd be in the lottery. So I'm not. I'm just listening to all these great takes that y'all got about trades and stuff. And today is an exciting day because you're gonna start hearing stuff. I'm just really up here today to help coax Kev to get back in that bed because he's just having a really tough morning, and he just appears to be a shell of himself, and he's important to the Blue Orange Tears network. So I just want to come and give him a virtual hug, tell him those covers are waiting for him. Just tuck his head right back in that bed. Just
Kev, you need a passy? Kev, you need a passy?
Just get low, baby.
No,
just get low.
I need it at 11:16 in the morning. I need a glass of Hennessy after what I'm seeing right now. That's what I need. A shot of Hennessy.
Kev, let me answer the video guy thing, bro. Let me just, man, listen. G.I., look, man. I listen. I've worked around smart dudes, bro. I legit have been in meetings with mayors of major cities, right? Like a dude, no lie. I'm in this setting with a guy, right? He is running for the mayorship of Chicago, right? He didn't win. I didn't know he was going to lose at the time. We all thought he was going to win. We were trying to support him, right? He looked at me like, Uncle Freezy, go get me a soda from over there. I was like, what? He's like, you heard me. Go get me a soda over there. Make sure it's cold, man. Get one from the bottom. I couldn't believe it, bro. Me, do you know who I am? I'm Uncle Freezy. And you gonna tell me to go get you a soda and hurry up, make sure it's cold? Bro, I said that to say this. I've been in a room with egos so big that it's hard to breathe, bro. They smother you, right? I've been in a room with a dude, right? We have a meeting scheduled for an hour, right? He double parked his car outside the building and said, I'm double parked because I only have an hour and 30 minutes to talk to y'all. And I tell him, hey, no, you don't. The meeting is an hour. He was like, Uncle Freezy, have you ever been in a such and such in a Fortune 500 company, blah, blah, blah? Okay, touche, you got me, bro. And I've never driven a Ferrari either. But I bet you if your ass go over this damn 60 minutes, we're going to have a damn problem, right? So what I'm saying, Kev, I said all this thing about the stuff with the egos and stuff. Bro, how are you the video guy? You're going to approach Julius Randle during the heat of the moment during the game and be like, hey, guy, your hips wasn't square on the screen right here, Julius. Man, I would have punched this. If Julius Randle would have hit him with a dragon punch, bro, I swear I could understand. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Kev, are we really talking about the video guy? The video guy trying to tell Julius Randle how to play basketball, bro? First of all, Julius Randle is older than this dude and has accomplished more than this dude, right? And he ain't a video guy, Kev.
Oh, so he doesn't mean anything, right?
No. And
so what are you saying?
Listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, you talking.
No, I'm listening.
No, you can't talk and listen, bro.
Whatever.
It's science. It's science that you can't have your mouth open and your ears open at the same time. That's
Shut
science.
up, GI.
That's science. What I'm telling you, Kev, is this dude should have just stayed in his lane. You already know Julius Randle touchy. We've been dealing with this for a month. Chuck, have we been dealing with Julius Randle bad body language and doing the wrong things for about a month?
Yes.
Over a month.
Over a month, right? And then the random video guy is going to say something to Randle and you expect him to just acquiesce to the random video guy? The dude is already touchy. Like when somebody is already in the mood. So like for instance, for instance, I'll be honest with you, Lawrence, his family, listen, right? Sometimes I play too much, right? Sometimes I joke too much. Like sometimes I might push D Poet to his limit, right? But when he get in his limit, guess what I do? I'll back off and respect that man. I respect that man, right? I'll be like, hey, okay, D Poetic, I'm sorry.
You push him to the limit every morning, by the way.
I know that, but I back off. I respect that man. I respect him as a man, as a person, right? But Randle, bro, Julius Randle will get in, and Julius Randle can't even sneak around the corner and poop without Mark Berman putting it in the paper, right? And then the random video guy could be like, Randle, you didn't square your hips on the screen right here.
But you know who Mark Berman is. Come on, you know who Berman is. You talking about Poker the Bear? That's
my point. Do you know who the random video guy is? Name him. What's his name?
Do you know that he's a random video guy?
I don't know who the guy is. All right, but it looks bad when you're doing that to somebody that's in your organization. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Cornerstone. You ever heard of one mic, one voice? When
Fine.
everybody,
okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. Just let me present my position. Can I present my position?
No, you can't present your position. Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
One of the most important times, and I didn't even play basketball at a high level, but once you get in the huddle, the coach has got, even if you're not in the game, you're supposed to be listening to the coach. It's a huddle. Why is the video guy the video guy wants Randle to talk to him and not listen to what's going on? Randle's moving, he's moving towards the huddle to support his guys. The video guy's like, yo, Randle, I got something to show you. Yo, you talk about protocol. You talk about timing. You talk about being in the right place at the right time. Yo, the dude did nothing right. And you're sitting here saying what about Randle?
Right. You know what? My homeboy went to Augusta, right? And he was like, yo, when Tiger addressed the ball, right? When Tiger addressed the ball, this dude was eating chips, and this dude with his big ass paddle walked over here. You better shut the hell up with them damn chips. Because if you make a noise or a Tiger Woods backswing, you gotta, bro, in life, you gotta know, you gotta stay in your lane, man. You over there eating Ruffle Lays and Tiger Woods trying to tee off, bro.
On the 72nd hole of the Masters.
and you eating barbecue Lays.
You know, you sound like Shazam, Captain Marvel on Saturday morning cartoons. After the show is finished, he comes on and gives like his soliloquy of the show and everything. That's who you sound like right now. You ain't ghetto. And y'all know what I'm talking about on Saturday morning cartoons, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch all these cartoons and everything.
Right. Kev, listen, I used to watch this thing called Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Right. I used to watch Speed. But hey, listen, if you 50 and up, stand up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. All right. So, but what I'm saying is, Kev, what I'm getting at is, I'm not dismissing your point, bro. What I'm saying is we all have to know our role, bro. That's just how life is. It's just how life works, man. It's the random video guy just stepped outside of his lane. He stepped in the street. He got ran over by a truck. Now he know that he can't step out there in the street no more. It's just what it is.
I don't want to go off on the chat, but ladies and gentlemen, we had a power forward who had 2 bad knees that was playing decent, punch a fire extinguisher, and break his hand,
right,
and is no longer available for the playoffs. But yet, we're talking about a young power forward who has been in his feelings all year because things aren't going right, slaps a laptop out of the hand of a guy that should have not been trying to show him something at that time. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Is this just the thing that we're gonna build the case of why Randle should go because he has a bad attitude, or nah?
Right.
I mean, but who said he was like? I don't know, man. Randle's not the leader. I never saw him as the leader. Because he's paid $20 million doesn't make him the leader. I think a lot of you guys never been on teams before. The guy with the most talent don't necessarily be the leader. It'll be the guy that just can play hard defense and can stand up to everybody, can look everybody in the eye and say, "Shut up, let's do this."
Right.
And he might be the third guy off the bench. But that's just my take on it. I'll let somebody else speak.
There's nothing else to really talk about.
No.
As far as with Julius Randle, I mean, that happens with teams almost every day, bro.
Wasn't LeBron, AD, and somebody about to fight? Dwight Howard or somebody just about to fight?
And man, J.R. Smith threw a cup of soup at a coach one time, bro. Y'all remember that?
So, and you'd be crazy, and you'd be surprised what they say on the plane to each other on the bus. It gets crazy.
Right.
Dudes be getting personal, talk about their wives and girlfriends and kids and all that shit.
Did we have 2 guys in the NBA locker room lay their guns down on their table?
Arenas, Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Crittenden.
And say, pick one.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Freezy, this is gonna break your heart. So this is the full deal between the Pelicans and the Trailblazers. So the Portland Trailblazers traded C.J. McCollum, Larry Nance Jr., and Tony Snell to New Orleans. So New Orleans picked up those 3, right? And in return, they got Josh Hart, Thomas Satoransky, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, D. Lazodia, a future first-round pick, and 2 future second-round picks. And that's all they got back in return.
No. bro.
Make his stomach hurt.
They're looking for salary though. Start looking into those deals. They're looking for they're going after a big fish to put next to day. I don't know who's available.
Portland new GM Joe just took out the trash on New Orleans. Bro.
He gutted. He took
out the trash. He made them take Tony Snell and Larry Nance.
Bro, he gutted their roster in 2 days, right around Dame. Now, what he's gonna do around Dame, we don't know. But
I think Dame might be the big fish to get out and get back super capital in the offseason.
Oh, so you think this is the wash? Could be.
I think it's the wash. You know, Billups is new. He just came in. They got a new front office. They're like, hey, our vision is different. What y'all were doing for 7 years, we couldn't get out the first round. This is what we're thinking. Could be something like that.
Bro, man, it sounds like Portland made New Orleans take out their trash, bro.
But here's the point, Freezy. You could move the vets because they just did it. They moved Powell, they moved Covington, they moved McCollum, they moved Nance.
Right. No, I agree with you, bro. And that's why I say sometimes when you say, like, when we say something smart, we don't really get into it. This is something that we should get into, bro. Because if moving vets is possible, how come we not moving vets, bro?
Yep. I always tell you this, Freezy. I tell you that front offices, most of the time, they know what they're doing. They know the business. They know the ins and outs. What separates good front offices from elite offense, right, is EQ and a sack of balls to make good moves, to make risky moves that will benefit your organization. And this organization doesn't look like they have big balls, bro.
Well, maybe they just think the parts that they acquire are not. It's not gelling. We need another year. We might need to make some minor adjustments. Maybe that's what they're thinking. And if that is what they're thinking, I know that they're dead wrong, and everybody needs to be evaluated.
Chuck, I'll take it a step further. You know what I think? Just to build on what you said, right? You know what I think they're really thinking is this. Watch this. Here's what they're thinking. We in the 12th spot right now in the conference, and we're only a game and a half out from the play-in.
Yeah.
And we're only 5 games. No, my bad. I'm sorry. 3.5 games out from the 9th. This is what they're thinking. And they're thinking, how can we make the best out of this season with the stupid investments we made?
So you're saying it's
about to say, so you're saying they're doubling down? I mean, it's just staying pat.
I'll put it to you like this. I wouldn't be shocked if they do anything, if they don't do anything, and I wouldn't be shocked if they did something, right? So my thing is that seeing how they've tread and seeing how they move, they're going to try to milk this because as businessmen, you don't make an investment on something, go ahead millions of dollars in something and scrap that in 6 months. You don't do it. You milk it as much as you can. You get every last milk petty cranny in order to return your investment so that you can move on.
Right, and the reason being is because what you don't spend in capital, you spend in salary.
And sweat equity equity.
I want to send an apology to Ghetto Intellect and to Freezy because I put Leon Rose on World Wide West and whoever on a pedestal, and I was completely wrong. This front office is just as much trash as former front offices.
Let me bring CWC in just real quick, okay? And then we can get right back to it.
So, Kevin, fairness.
What's up,
Good morning.
CWC?
Good morning, CWC the Mask. What it do,
What's
man?
good?
Hardest working
What's
man
up?
on Blonde's tears. Proud of you, bro. Hey, yo, peep this, Kev. You gotta relax a bit because
No, I was wrong.
No. You gotta give him this trade deadline, and you gotta give him this offseason. Because
y'all called it. Y'all called it.
Well, he get
y'all
an F
called it.
But they could get lucky. They could. There's so much going on right now, and we have been acquiring assets for a while. We very well could get lucky. I don't know but I haven't said their 10-year will be a failure. It's been a failure to date, and it's just more about you invested in Randle and didn't give him the pieces that make him a better player. They thought, I'm telling you, they thought Fournier. Well, look how much two-man Fournier and Randle played together.
You guys said, I'm not giving these guys any credit. And I was like, well, yeah, they did this, they did that. And quite frankly, it's been crap. I'm not gonna curse on Mr. Freezy's Blanche Tears network. I'm not gonna do that. But
Okay.
Sometimes a curse word will slip. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna do that.
There was a song back in the day. Heavy D made a song called "Don't Curse." I don't know if you remember that, but he had a guy on there. He said,
Your Freezy has so much random knowledge. Just
bro, I'm just saying. The dude said, "You're telling me don't curse on a verse."
Hey, his face
did it
look
worse.
like Heavy
Verse. I put a curse in every verse.
Don't he? Look like Heavy D.
Kev, stop picking on me, bro.
Oh man!
But seriously, you called that, man. You called that. You were like, this front office ain't done nothing.
let Chuck Allen get in. Let him rock.
Yeah. Let me bring Evergreen G in.
I'm sorry, Chuck.
I'm gonna bring Evergreen G
No
in,
doubt.
and then just go ahead and hit it after that, bro. That beat is fire.
Yeah, it is.
That beat is fire. Is that a Chuck Allen beat?
No, it's not.
Oh, that's Evergreen. My bad. Listen, Evergreen G. Enough respect. That is a Evergreen G beat. That beat is fire. Evergreen G does production, man. If y'all need beats, he gonna charge y'all eyeballs out. But listen, you gotta pay the cost for quality work. That's just how this game go. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay the cost for quality work. Evergreen G was good.
Peace and love, y'all. I'm hearing finances, so I gotta poke my brain around when I hear finances a little bit. Hope all is well.
Hey,
I would love to put a verse on that beat so you won't never have to worry about finances ever again.
Hey, let's do it. I heard you got the bars, huh? Is that
bars. What it is? Hey, so Chuck wanted to jump in right quick and knock Cornerstone Kev head off. Don't do it, Chuck. Please.
Nah, I'm not gonna knock Cornerstone Kev's head off. Kev, if you can see me right now, breathe in, breathe out.
Breathe out. Breathe
Woosah. You gotta change his intro to taps.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Now leave it at Conan. Leave it at Conan.
It's only been one season. We overachieved in a situation that was new to everyone. Now we're getting to see what our team really looks like. Now that the competition is sort of back, Now we're seeing that maybe these parts don't fit with one another. So like Ghetto Intellect said, we have to give them until the trade deadline and this off season. And if they don't make any substantial moves or moves that push us or propel us into the right direction, then we have to start talking about moving people out of the front office. But like I said earlier, I don't believe anyone's here for the long haul. I think people are here for the check. I'm not gonna. I'm.
It's a heist,
right? And they know that James Dolan is for JJ, and he ain't gonna do nothing. I don't gotta go in there with no mask or no gun. I'm just gonna present myself in a way that he says, "Oh, okay, yeah, you can have the job, sure." And then 3 years in, the front office has gotten paid and is going to get paid when you fire them. Your coach has gotten paid, and when he gets fired, he's still going to get paid because they know New York is the place where you go to get paid. You don't have to do a good job. They threw their money at Phil Jackson, and he kept saying, "Nah, I don't want the job. I don't want the job. I don't want the job." And then when he took it, he did the absolute worst job he looked like Mr. Magoo out there. How are you going to fall asleep evaluating talent? How are you not going? How is your evaluation of a center who was injured is pulling on his arm to make sure his shoulder is strong? Like if you what the son
How did
mother
you draft Earl Anthony? Was that his name? I forgot his
Clay
name. Clay
He the
Anthony.
GM.
Mr. Stiffness.
He the GM. He the GM of the Knicks, and he spends 6 months in some mountain somewhere.
So, and this is just my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion based on the facts that have been coming down the line. Like, yo, we've seen this already. We've seen this play out. We've talked about still paying Hornacek. We talked about Fizdale. We talked about Derek Fisher. We talked about
Hornacek.
Still paying these guys. So, like I said, Piggy, GI said, give them to the trade deadline and this off season, and we'll know where we at. Don't lose your cool, Kev. Don't lose your cool.
Okay.
Don't get emotional over this.
Okay. It's just, I guess the reason why I'm emotional is I think the front office and the coaching staff and Tibbs on two different
Carl Thomas
on two different they're not on the same page, because the front office gets you a Cam Reddish, a guy who for all intents and purposes is better than a Kevin Knox who you weren't using. He gets you to your team and you don't play him at all. You played him, yesterday because Grimes wasn't playing. So I think, it's things like that the everyday, fan sees. It's like, oh, we got him.
Oh, okay. Kevin Knox. Well, let's talk about bringing in another shooting guard when you drafted one at 3. You have your shooting guard, but you bring in Evan Fournier. Why? To play your shooting guard that plays shooting guard that you drafted as a shooting guard to play small forward.
And he had a career year, and he was ascending towards the right direction.
Why would you do that? Oh, because they did that to Kevin Knox. Hey, we drafted a small forward, then we're going to sign a bunch of small forwards / power forwards to play.
And they did it to Frank Ntilikina. They brought in like 19 point guards, bro. They had Garrett Jack, Ramon Sessions, Trey Burke.
Yeah. And to
Moutier.
To y'all's point, that's why I'm upset with this front office as well. They're not on the same page, with Tibbs.
What up, dude?
And it's been trash. I mean, you just mentioned about with Knox. You mentioned about with Knox. So the same thing's repeating itself.
When you drafted one at 3.
Right.
Hey, V-Man, welcome to the panel. You got to close. Hey, I know you. Is that Mr. Vince?
I think that's Mr. Vince.
That look like, hey man, hey, you gotta close the YouTube browser and just keep the StreamYard browser open. Can you hear us? You can hear me, It's okay. I unmuted your mic. How you doing this morning?
How did you guys get a pull off? Uncle Freezy, can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You good? How you doing, man?
You know what he said he can't hear us yet. You know what the problem could be? When you got a headset, you have to make sure you go into that cam mic and make sure the headset is set and the microphone is set.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't think he hears us.
Because there would be no he can't hear us. We can hear him. He can't hear us.
Hello?
We hear D'Angelo, though.
Yeah.
Of course. Thanks, Chief. I pointing that out.
V-Man, we can hear you.
V-Man, we can hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, looks like he's
Okay.
in the
Yeah, just type it and tell him, GI, type it that those, yeah.
Everybody know sign language?
Yeah.
You know what?
Only thing that I.
You know what? I don't know how.
Man noise in the background.
That's CWC.
Hey, CWC, put your thing on.
Noise in the background.
Put your thing, man.
That's CWC.
CWC,
That's not me. I'm in the janitor closet.
You in the what closet?
In the janitor closet.
Wait, what is that?
What's going on?
What is that?
Nah, he good. He good, Cam. He good.
Oh man. Sorry. I just couldn't pass up that moment.
God, man.
I think it might be Mr. Vince, possibly. It could be the background noise in his office.
That's what it looked like. You know, somebody's.
No.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was me.
No, we don't say that, bro. CWC, what's good? How you doing, man?
What's good? What's popping? Hey, can I talk about that Randle situation? What he did to the assistant?
No.
Yeah,
video coordinator.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
I ain't
somebody said it's an assistant coach in the chat. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, but
no, it's a video coordinator.
Yeah, you don't do that. That's disrespectful. That was disrespectful what he did. And you got young players on the team watching this, and they looking at you like a role model. You the captain on the team. You shouldn't be doing that. So what happened if Quickley or somebody else did that on the team? You know what I mean? You don't do that, man. It's all about respect, man. You just don't plan somebody laptop.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear us.
Cause that was me.
Nope.
Oh man, it was that possum up in there. I'll tell you right now.
Hey, kid, hold on for just a second. Hey, Mr. Vince, can you hear us?
No, I still can't.
Okay, he can't hear us. All right.
Here's the thing. The only pushback that I want to give on that CWC is about, you know, how people keep saying, you know, Randle should be more professional. My guy, people are human. I've been in. Let him finish.
He didn't even finish.
Yeah, let him finish. CWC.
I hear you guys.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, welcome.
Man, how you doing?
Oh wow.
How you doing,
so
Mr. Big? Good to talk to you, bro.
Let me get the camera on.
There he is.
There you go.
Hey,
It is a thrill and an honor to meet this group, man. You guys walk me off the ledge every day watching this team. So thank you.
We're glad to help you, man.
Or CWC walked you to the ledge. Something happened. So.
Hey, so
I didn't mean to interrupt the conversation. I'll jump in when ready. So
no way, it's gonna get heated.
Listen, let me say this to you, man. First of all, I'm glad to have you in the chat. Right? I won't say welcome to the family and all that stuff because you've been here for a long time. Right? And we appreciate your takes and stuff in the chat. but I'm glad to have you on the screen here with us so we can conversate directly. I'm a big fan of the stuff you used to put in the chat, man. Right? And in case they don't know, I think you might bring a certain balance to the conversation, right? Because I think you may be a little experienced in this Knicks thing, so to speak. Right? So welcome. And we're not gonna do kid gloves and stuff, bro. We're just gonna treat you just like a regular person, man. So be prepared to get dusted up. All right.
It looked like he froze.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked like he froze.
Nah, he froze.
Deez, can you hear me?
Okay, there we go.
I'm just waiting. I hadn't, all of a sudden I didn't hear what's going on, so I was trying not to interrupt.
Okay, so CWC was bringing up. CWC was beating a dead horse just now. He was crying about the video guy trying to tell the starter team what to do in the heat of the moment in a nationally televised game where Randle was playing against the greatest player to ever play, and the video guy was telling him that he didn't set the screen right on a certain play, right? And CWC says you have to respect people all the time. You always have to show respect, and I agree with him. I would go as far to say, as going through my daily life, I try to respect most people. But like what Chuck Allen was saying, man, we are human, right? We are human, and we're flawed, and sometimes in the moment we just lose it a little bit. Right?
Hold on. He had too many moments.
Deez, is it normal? I don't hear what's going on. What's happening? What am I missing?
He still can't hear us.
He can't hear us.
Oh.
Dang it, man.
Yeah, you lost that, Uncle Freezy.
Let me do. All right, hey, y'all, I'm gonna disappear for a few minutes, man. Y'all go ahead and kick it. I'm gonna try to chop it up with Mr. Vince.
I want to kill it.
Here's the thing, man. Yes, I do agree, and I think that you being in such an admirable job that looks down upon sometimes, and people might you just cleaned up, and they'll throw a piece of trash on the ground, and you'll feel some type of way about that. So when you look at the videographer,
headset settings need to be adjusted.
Got to put them on mute though.
Okay.
Freezy, just put them. Yeah, there you go. Okay, good.
So I can understand where you coming from, CWC, about respect. You know what I mean? And I can understand your passion behind it. But at the same time, like we don't know what that guy was showing Randle doing crush. He could have been showing him a twerk video. He's like, man, if you don't get that out of here. Like we don't know, and we can't say, oh well, Randle's been human too many times for us to be using this argument. Well, when do we stop being human? When do we stop having emotions? Everybody's not emotionally mature, and as we can see that this guy seems like a big baby, so we should expect those types of
tantrums.
Exactly. You don't always. Sometimes you got to correct bad behavior, but also this kid throws tantrums and they're falling all over the floor, but the mom is like going about her daily business because she knows this is what this kid does, and I'm not gonna ruin my day and exert any more energy trying to stop a tantrum that means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. So I respect where you're coming from, CWC, but this is who this dude is. If he's done it multiple times, this is who he is. And to say that because the young guys look up to him, we don't know if they look up to him or not. They may be just like, there's Randle doing what Randle does. again, I say this, that just because you're the highest paid player on the team doesn't make you automatically the leader of the team. Because I'll be daggone if I follow the dude that has an emotional breakdown all the time. Like, I'm not looking at him like that. So that's it, CWC. I'm not tearing your head off, bro.
Yeah. You good. Now it's time for me. All right, check this out. When you have young guys and rookies on the team, you can't be acting like a donkey every game.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Vince, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I hear you perfectly.
Okay, there we go. Now we're in business.
Hey,
okay, I'll put the camera.
Welcome. All right, Freezy, you got to do the whole welcome introduction again.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. B, you saw that? You have to set your audio. You saw you had options once you got back there.
Right.
Because when you plug in a headset, it's different than your default.
Go again.
That's what happened. No, you're good now. Don't touch anything.
You good. Yeah, you good now. Can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Damn, what the hell?
Why did I open my big mouth? I had to open
There it is. There it is. Can you hear us now? Hey, so
back to square one.
All right.
See, I got to be quiet. I was wondering what was going on with Karen the other day. Now I'm in the same zone here. Okay, so I have to go back to settings and change it again.
It seems like it. Can you hear us?
Okay, let's try this. I'm going to take myself off camera.
Bem, if you leave yourself like that, he should be good.
Because it's got to be the audio.
Yeah, audio. Yeah.
What in the world?
Because he was good every
three
time
settings.
Every time he turned his camera on, the audio flipped.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
I hear you perfectly.
Good. Hey, don't turn your camera on. Just leave everything like that.
Let me put the camera on. Try this
again. No. Can you hear us?
I hear you fine.
Okay, good.
There we go. All right.
It was GI's fault. It was GI's fault.
Now, funny enough, I just see you. Everybody. Oh, I see. I'm getting images now. I got you. I got the logo for Chuck Allen.
Yep.
D'Angelo and Cornerstone, Danny Landis, CWC, and Uncle Freeze. You're all spinning. So let's see.
Buffering. So it's all good. It just takes some time, right? Hey, let me ask you this. Can you hear us? No, he can't hear us.
Wow, this is crazy. I hear you. I don't hear everybody else.
It's GI's fault.
It's coming. It's
so I'm still backstage.
No, you're not backstage. Yeah, you're backstage. You're on with us.
Might have to take it step by step.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this again.
I bet.
Walk me through this, D. What do I need to do here?
Old people in the internet.
All right.
Uncle Freezy, bless him.
Yeah, Soldiers of God was good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So yeah, let's while Vince figures it out, let's so CWC, you had some big take for us. Well, anxiously waiting.
I was just saying, so I respect Chuck Allen's opinion, but when you do it more than one time, being disrespectful to the team and to yourself,
this thing,
it's crazy, man. Because this guy, he do it every other day. Every other basketball game, he do it. You know what I mean? You just don't do that because everybody gonna look at you different ways now. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You just have to be professional.
Okay.
Like, if things don't go your way, things don't go your way.
Hey, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I am. Box of heads.
Yeah, he still don't hear us.
Yeah, he still don't hear us.
D, I don't know why I can only hear your voice and nobody else's.
That's crazy.
Tell them to go out and come back in.
No, I put on hold the other screen I had with the show. Is that the right thing to do?
Yeah, on YouTube, yeah, you got to pause that.
Right, I did pause that.
Okay.
I'm looking at the mic selection. I have a default. Try that. And I don't hear anything but you.
It's to speak.
Communications. I hear you. I don't hear anybody else.
He was
and
only
the
one
microphone
speaking.
array.
Can you hear me?
Hear you and some typing. That's it.
Oh, you good then?
Did you just hear Freezy right now?
No, I heard
No.
typing.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, so
leave the camera off. You should be good.
Yeah.
Okay, leave the camera off. Right.
Right. And then your settings should stay exactly the same.
And I'm looking for some instructions, I guess.
You should be good. Can you hear me?
Nope.
No, you can't.
He hears me.
Hey, tell him to go out and come back in, and I'll let
Yeah, Vince, just try going out, going back in. Also look at your audio input output settings. Also look at your mic input output settings and make sure everything's making sense there for you.
All right, I'll come back in a minute.
Okay, no problem.
There we go.
All right. That is CWC.
Boy, y'all gonna be in trouble if we get another Knicks fan in here that know the 70. Listen, CWC, you're gonna be in trouble, man.
I'm just saying. Now, what happened if Johnny Bryant had the laptop and Randle would have did that too? He wouldn't have did that to Johnny Bryant. He wouldn't have did that. No,
Johnny Bryant.
No, the reason
that's stupid.
No, the reason the dude was showing Randle, I guess, what's on the laptop. He must have missed an assignment or something. And the dude was trying to explain it to him on the laptop. And Randle like, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Go ahead, man, with that, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It's all about respect, man. If somebody hit your laptop while you talking to them, come on, man. You don't do that, man.
CWC, you a head scratcher, bro. You saw the young assistant get bucked. You saw him get bucked. Randall trying to show me, like, man, what are you talking about? And then the dude was like, look at the laptop. And that's when Randall got bucked. And you telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he intentionally, he could have knocked it out of his hand.
I think people pick on who they want to pick on. I think that's the problem. I just being real. Because that was Johnny Bryant. He wouldn't have did that to Johnny Bryant.
Johnny Bryant wouldn't have been sticking no computer on his face. He didn't grab the
But he was telling what he was missing wrong.
You taking stuff
when the guys on the floor, they look at that and they was just trying to tell him what he did wrong.
Now, but you have to understand. But
stay in his lane.
But CWC, you have to understand something about video coordinators and the position of what they do. What they do is that they help you out with film. They help you out in film sessions. And if they do present some evidence during the game, they bring it to the coaches. You never barely see them bring it to the players.
Exactly. It can only be one voice. It can't be
so for example, he would go, right, to Johnny Bryant or Tom Thibodeau or any other of the assistants. Hey, guys, look, listen, just quote that. Make sure you bring that up the ladder. You see? That's how it works.
But Tibbs already was in the huddle talking to other players too.
And Randall
so
was
he
trying
probably
to get to the huddle.
What? He was trying to get. Man, Randall wasn't trying to get to no huddle. Get out, man.
Yo, Ron, I gotta give it.
What Tibbs going to say? The good play?
I gotta get us to still.
What going to say? The good play?
Still Knicks fan said, "Come on, guys,
come on, man."
The assistant is a Knicks fan. He got tired of what he was seeing. He just started. His fandom took over.
Right.
CWC.
So what happened if we do that again? So what happened if Randall do that junk again?
Why y'all always
like that? Yeah, they start making an excuse for Randall too, man.
Bro, why y'all trying to make hypotheticals? Why
I didn't make an excuse for Randall.
Why y'all so salty against Randle?
If it was Emmanuel Quickley, Miles McBride, that video coordinator does not go up to him during the game.
No, I like Randle. I'm just saying that's disrespectful. You pick on who you want to pick on. You just don't do that to anybody.
But
you know what I mean?
Can I ask you one question, CWC? Sorry for cutting you off. This is my last. This is my last thing, and on this topic, and I'm gonna be quiet. CWC, we know that you're in the service industry by the job that you do every day admirably, and I respect that, brother. But if you were cleaning that building and somebody walked up to you while you was down hard getting this gum or whatever off, hey yo, my man, you missed the spot right here. You see that right here? This is the spot. You missed this spot right here. You would want to put that mop upside his head.
You'd be like, what the fuck? You don't tell me how to do my job and blah, 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 blah.
Right. See, Dub, come on.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
That's all I'm saying. Look at it from that perspective, CWC.
Yeah, I understand, but he smacked the computer. He smacked the laptop with his hand. That's the only thing.
And you also got to keep in mind too that we live in a media world where they pick at every little thing and they blow up these stories and they make it bigger than what it is. Did you ever see the NBA and the ADCWC?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude, it was a slugfest. Some series, bro.
Fairness,
some rivalries.
If we had to level it flagrant 1 or 2, Randle would have got just a flagrant 2. It wouldn't have been that serious for the simple fact that he didn't try to knock it out his hand. He just kind of wanted to close the screen. He didn't want to knock it out.
Right. And then plus, GI, you remember this? Okay, I'm gonna ask you if you remember this. Man, the Lakers was getting blown out by the Lakers in the finals, right? And the Celtics coach, a dude named Casey Jones, went to Larry Bird and was like, yo, Bird, listen, this is going to be the adjustment we're going to make in the fourth quarter. And Larry Bird told him to shut the F up. He the man. Go sit down. I'm the man. That's what he told his head coach. And guess what Casey Jones did? He got mad as hell and went and sat down.
he shut the F up.
Yeah. You know why? Because that was Larry Bird.
And just so we're clear, Randle shut his laptop and went about his business. The dude says so. He says so.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. If he would have slapped my laptop,
he didn't slap his laptop. He just closed it down. It was like, not now.
No, he didn't.
What? So okay.
He went like this.
Laptop gate. This is laptop gate right here, right? This is the story that's gonna be on CNN for 8 straight days. 24 hours a day, a laptop, a video assistant. This is laptop gate. Like when Paris Hilton dog jumped out of her arms and it was on a news cycle for like 8 straight days, bro. What is this, puppy gate? Bro, this is like the silliest story. Why are we wasting time on this?
Yep.
So Uncle Freezy, what happened if you was in that guard position? What you would have did?
I would have never shown him the video. I would have brought it to my coaches.
Because listen, when you're the last assistant, and the Knicks get 20,000 applications a day for your job, how about you be happy with being on the inside, bro? Because there are a bunch of skilled trainers and high school coaches, college. All these guys would love to be in your spot. And you gonna risk it over?
But the dude was trying to do his job. The dude trying to do his job.
No, he was CWC. You taking this stuff too far, bro. Let's
be serious, bro. Like, out of all the troubles that we have going on in this team, who cares, bro?
Yeah. I was just saying.
And we know Julius Randle can't handle his emotions very well. We know he's very hot-tempered, right? And he flies off the handle. We know this already.
Right.
So. Who cares, bro?
We're like, who cares, bro? This is Emmanuel Quickley has lost his offensive mojo, and we talking about some young assistant trying to show Randle something, and Tibbs is talking, and the Knicks losing. Get out of here.
Quickley is not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. He's playing out position.
Right. What does it have to do with him losing his offensive mojo?
Yeah, but you get a guy who looks like a string bean in a tie, and in the heat of the moment, Even I could say you're jamming a computer in his face. Yo, man, you did the wrong thing. I mean, come on, I mean, it is to me, and I've been critiquing. You know how I am with Randle, but that in the heat of the moment, Randle's like, get that thing out of my face. Get that thing out of my face. It's the heat of the moment, So anyway, I know you should move on from talking. Let's talk about Quickley, who's selfish with the ball.
Yeah, and I saw Quickley.
We were talking about Quickley.
I saw Quickley do that.
I know. I jumped in. Sorry, I'm working too.
Yeah, Quickley did that stupid move where he jumped and threw his leg out. Did y'all see that?
For a specialist.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro.
That fits well.
Thank
you for your service.
Thank you guys.
I
appreciate you guys coming in and grabbing that shit for me.
I unmuted him and he muted me just to say unmuted. So I would at this point I would sit Quickley with Miles McBride.
No, I'll play them both. I'll have McBride as a point guard and Quickley as a shooting guard. That's his position. That's his natural position. When you play people in the wrong position, that's the outcome going to be. Quickley is not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. Burks now a point guard. He's a scoring guard, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's why I think it is.
I mean, but with Derrick Rose out, we don't have any other options. Unless we go to a deuce, and then we could put back Quickley at the 2. But then what happens if you try to put in Grimes and Cam? And say if RJ's having a good night, he's probably going to play with that second unit. There's a lot of questions with that because they already kind of put their foot in the sand as far as Quickley kind of being a backup while Rose is out.
Experiment with something because whatever we've been doing ain't working.
Right. And sometimes a poor performer need to be saved from themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like when somebody is performing poorly and they a grinder, they're gonna keep on grinding. You have to remove them from the situation so they can take a deep breath, take a step back, and watch stuff. Right? I'm not saying that I would do it permanently with Miles McBride and IQ, but listen, IQ is struggling immensely.
Yeah.
Right? And not just shooting the 3, everything offensively.
On-ball defense, too. His on-ball defense is decreased a bit.
His
defense stuff.
Yeah, and so what you would do is take out Quickley, sit him, and I'm not talking about make up no fake injury. I'm talking about DNP, right? DNP, and give McBride some minutes, man. Let McBride.
Kids would never do it. I know.
Let's be realistic. Is there a way that we can have them both fit on the court? Because I say this to say, for example, right? Like Alec Burks shouldn't be playing 32 minutes if he's shooting 2 of 10 from the field.
Amen.
Oh my God.
You see what I'm getting at? Like Evan Fournier shouldn't be playing 31 minutes if he can't guard a cup of water.
No.
So how do you share and distribute these minutes?
Listen. You remember when you said at the beginning of a game, see what Evan has, and if he ain't got nothing, sit him. Remember that?
Yep.
Take that approach, man.
I know.
Take that approach. And listen, the thing about it is Emmanuel Quickley doesn't need more rotation minutes. Emmanuel Quickley needs to be benched, right? So that he can watch the game play out. I'm not saying you're going to punish him, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he needs to sit and watch the game, right? And re-engage this sense of urgency to get better at certain stuff, right? The thing is with Miles McBride, at some point, this is going to happen. Either you're going to bench Burks or you're going to bench Quickley because Miles McBride is going to play, right? So instead of doing it and it be awkward, have it be a teachable moment. Quick, you struggling. We're going to sit you for a couple of games. This is a plan. This is a plan. This is not a random benching. Okay? This is a plan, right? We're going to sit you for a couple of games on this West Coast trip. We're going to play Miles. Miles is going to do good. We're going to reincorporate you in the offense, and maybe there's a situation where you and Miles can play together. But listen, right now, we can't have a rookie point guard on the floor struggling and our second-year combo guard playing point guard struggling either. Because at the end of the day, if both of y'all are struggling, y'all are going to start to impact other guys like Obi Toppin, like Cam Reddish, right? Like Mitchell Robinson, wide open yesterday twice, and quickly didn't even look his way. He didn't even look his way.
He gets selfish. Thinks about his own shot.
Bro, he didn't
Because that's how he was programmed, though, D'Angelo. When he played at Kentucky, that was his role.
Yeah,
they already had Maxey and that other kid that's not in the
Ashton Higgins.
Thank you. They had him handling the ball full time. He didn't need to do that. He was just looking for his shot.
Right.
Well, so his gameplay is hurting the team though when he does things like when he plays.
Yep.
Well, you got to blame the front office too for not getting us a point guard last year.
Well, that's a different thing.
I mean, bro, the point we getting at is Quickley is struggling on the court. Ain't nothing Quickley can do about the front office can do about Quickley 3-pointer not falling or his shot selection. They need to sit him on the bench at least 2 games. I would say 5, but 5 seems harsh, but 2 for sure. Right? And play Miles McBride and let Miles McBride play those 30 minutes and see what Miles McBride got. And I know that seems like throwing Miles McBride to the Wolves, but guess what? He ain't played all season, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
And your team is 6 games under 500, right? And it's February.
Yeah. I hear you about the sitting, Freezy, and I mean it's an option and it could be done. But when I had guards, right, that were good scorers, I guarantee you 75% of them could not initiate an offense for their damn life. But if I put them in kill mode, right, they're ready to go. They'll go ahead to split the D. They'll go ahead and read the 2-on-1. But to initiate an offense was a totally different story for them.
Right.
It was a different world.
Right. And so kill mode, we have to explain what kill mode is to the average fan. So
yeah,
so here's the thing. So your team is down by 9 with 3 minutes left to go in a game, right? The other team is holding the ball, running sets, draining the clock, but you have to do time and score. Slow the game down on the clock, right? Not in real time, but slow the clock down so you can get more possessions. At the same time, score as many baskets as you can. Get in attack mode. So it basically go to the hole, get fouled. You score untimed buckets, something like that.
Or be aggressive when you're attacking a closeout or something of that nature.
Or those two.
So that's what I would do with Emmanuel. I don't want him going through an identity crisis. I want him to do the things that made him the 25 pick in the first round the year before. And I just think when you're trying to do things that you're not used to doing, and then you're trying to do it on the highest level of professional basketball, that's a tough task. And guys are going to fail 8 out of 10 times.
Yes.
But he needs some control in his game, though. Sometimes he's just out of control. He's just hoisting up shots. He's just doing his thing, like you said. That's how he plays. Okay, but you got to change it a little. You got to harness it.
Right.
I'd rather him be who he is, and then learn how to harness. Let me finish, and then harness it.
I know you got it.
You see, because now he could be who he is, and who he is, he's learning through the mistakes, and it's called a level of discernment. It's able to see the difference between this way and that way.
Right.
Gotcha.
Got to treat it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with y'all, man. Yeah, my only deal is when you have kids, when you have young kids and you're making like serious playoff pushes, sometimes those teachable moments get skipped up because of what's necessary in the moment, right? And so that sometimes put the kids' development to the side for the sake of winning games.
Exactly.
And so what I would suggest to Tibbs is this. Or the front office. Do you have a veteran point guard in the G League? Right. That's what we should ask. Do we have a veteran point guard in the G League? If so, I don't know who he is. Right. But what I would do is for these 2 games, 3 games or so, what I would do is sit Burks and Emmanuel Quickley at the same time. Right. Go McBride. And maybe Richie A, the dude that we signed to the 10-day contract or whatever, whoever it is, just give them.
He's still on the team.
I don't know. I don't know. But he was injured.
Hey, how about this? How about have RJ and McBride in the backcourt?
Who's your point guard?
Then you had Cam. No, I'm just not on the bench. I'm talking about like starting.
No. Listen.
And he's asked, "Who's your point guard?"
Listen, who's your point guard off the bench?
You could use Burke as a point guard off the bench. They using him anyway.
I think we've seen enough at Burke at the point, bro.
Please, yeah.
Yeah.
But what you going to do though?
That's why we're having this discussion.
Right.
Because the reality of the situation is that, and poor Rose, and I always feel bad for Rose because he's literally going to have to come off surgery at 32 years old, and Tom's going to have to play him 20, 30 minutes to start, bro.
Yeah.
And it says, damn, like, really? I felt bad for Cam yesterday, too. Cam asked for a trade. He wanted to get out of there. And where did you see him yesterday in the offense? On the damn corner. In the same place he was in Atlanta.
Right. Yep.
Like, yo, man. You can't make this stuff up.
And that's Tibbs.
Hey, so CWC, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap right here, get out of here so I can get some rest for the night, man. Listen, before I get out of here, though, I got to play my man commercial. Just real quick. Hey, man, this is for my man Simeon.
Oh, man.
Yo, thank everybody for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Take care, y'all.
Take care.
Peace, y'all.